in LA for 2 days.
There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling.
What the fuck was that?
All right, we're
rocking. Did you put on like a voice?
No, that you just went into a trance, bro.
I know.
About sweaty man. I was like, it's cool, yeah.
Sunday.
Sweaty man boobs.
I somehow fall into like bad strip club DJ voice occasionally. Like
As soon as what's up, drinking buddies?
what's going on, drinking buddies?
I can't hear shit in my headphones, by the way.
Oh, well, then there's an issue there. And that is just because here we have the best crack team of tech people.
There you go. Now I can hear myself a little bit better.
Okay, let's actually do this from the real top now.
What do you mean? That was a great fucking intro.
I thought it was a great intro.
I know.
Yeah. You're going to include it with that stupid clap, and everybody's going to know how fucking fake this really is. Okay?
Oh, yeah. The realest show in Hollywood.
Yeah.
No, that shit was funny.
All right. Well, here, shall we cheers? Like, it's
Hey, what
still,
the fuck?
It's still, what do
thought
I look like? A fucking,
Dude, I'm not going to shoot the larceny. I'm shooting the Jameson.
oh my God. You should try this Trader Joe's Special Reserve Irish whiskey. Absolutely delicious. And it's probably only like $14 a bottle. I'm guessing.
It was a birthday present from a friend of mine.
And they care about you $14 worth.
Hey, that's $14 more than anyone else cared about me on that day.
Oh.
There you go.
Let's not do the shot over my laptop.
I'm
Let's
trying to not.
Mazel tov. It's a PC. It's okay.
I would just like to say all things Robert Dean are brought to you by Jameson Whiskey.
There you go.
That's right. I am drinking 2 different types of whiskey and Monster on this episode.
They gave me the chills.
I'm drinking this stuff. It's definitely whiskey, so that works.
I've been drinking this since I was like literally 20, probably 22.
Yeah, no, me too. That thing's got that dude. That motherfucker. I divorced his ass. I mean, I still fuck him every once in a while, but this guy's the leading cause of pissing in my bed and getting DUIs. Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
I'm a little weary around JMO.
I don't know how to like not drink anything but Jameson. Like I went through this phase where I was like, I'm going to try to find something new.
Yeah,
I'm going to break up with Jameson.
Yeah.
And it lasted like 2 weeks.
I know, because Jameson's sweet. It's
not even sweet. I've been drinking it so long.
I know
that I don't know how to not.
I know. Me too. All the bourbons are like, ugh. It tastes like you sucked a burnt fucking
piece of wood,
like, tree dick. Like
Show's over.
Really? Yeah, that's where we lose the show, is on the fucking burnt tree dick. I mean,
he took me to Lost Property.
Yeah,
and the dude was really, really nice.
Dude, yeah. What's the Australian kid's name?
Hendo.
I liked him, man. Quick witted. I love that about fucking
the
people,
dude that was there. I was like, he was really wanted to make a fancy. I was like, bro,
yeah. I don't just give me the whiskey.
I was like, bro, I don't drink to. I don't taste it. I just drink to get fucked up.
Exactly, bro. I'm the same fucking way. Like you're like over there, like psst, like spraying aperitif or whatever, and you're like, bro, just give me whiskey, dude. Like don't water it down. Right in the glass. Tell you what, man, the cool thing about alcohol is it kills germs. So you can just leave that cup there and just fill that up over and over again. And we can reduce, reuse, and recycle in the new age. Okay?
I don't need the essence of sandalwood in my drink.
Dude, well, wormwood's kind of cool, I hear. That's the stuff that absinthe. Yeah.
Absinthe is such bullshit, dude.
I hear American is.
No, like in New Orleans, there's a bunch of absinthe bars that literally ship it in from around the world.
Yeah, and it's all just flavored alcohol. It's just like gin. It's just alcohol, but flavored.
I've done the thing with the drip and the whole night. Like, you have to like distill it with water and the sugar cube. I've done it, man. And they were like, you get drunk, but it's. I'd rather do this.
Yeah,
it's
but you
cheaper
also
and
have to
faster.
do 6 hits of acid. Like that's the real way to do it. You're never gonna see the green fairy unless you fucking do that and some acid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I did on my birthday.
Yeah, you don't like acid, man?
No, I don't. I've actually never done any psychedelics.
Oh, bro. Dude.
Oh, the night's young.
Oh my God! Don't make me feel like Rogan right now. Like,
no,
never done acid, bro.
No,
never done DMT.
It's not that I'm not like for it.
No, listen. I think you should try it because literally, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, The Beatles were a cover band before they started doing acid. They were like, I want to hold your hand. They went and did acid with the Maharaja and then came back with like, Lucia. Like, dude, it completely changed.
I get that, but I already have a really fucking weird brain as it is.
It'll help.
Oh, it does.
No, I do want to. I want to try microdosing for like my anxiety.
No, macrodosing. Macrodosing is the way to go.
Yeah.
But
there's micro dots, which is like basically like synthetic phenethylamine. Okay, so I'm saying the name wrong. It's like phenethylamine, whatever. There's all these different kinds, and there's all these different chemicals that they use, and they're all fucking like restricted under American rule. In Canada, you can buy that shit all the time. That's how Bitcoin became a thing, was through the Silk Road and like 2CE, 2CB being cooked. But then there's MDMA, which is Molly, which is not really Molly because the new Molly is just like fucking meth, basically. But it's man, bro, it's crazy. Look, I don't pretend to be a chemist, but I dig the fuck out of them, and I get what they do. And I've done a lot of acid. Okay, I've done phenethylamine. I've never done DMT. I've never done that.
Would you do it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me? I want to do ayahuasca like in the fucking jungle. Like that's what I'm waiting for. Like if somebody's like, I got DMT, and I'm like in a living room.
I have my old neighbor, his daughter is a shaman, and she does that shit for people.
That's great. Like I'm cool for that.
And this dude is a total fucking square. And I was like, I was like, fuck him. I was like, Gary, did you ever do it? He goes, yeah, I've done it twice. I was like,
yeah.
What the fuck? You're like a nerd.
No, but some people, like, I'm over the top, okay, and I'm definitely like that. See, the thing about like acid is like if you go to Burning Man, I
would never go to fucking Burning Man in my life.
Well, if in 2006 you would have changed your tune, trust me, because it was really nice back then. Now you're right, okay? Yes, I would not go back.
If somebody tells me, they're like, hey, like when I meet someone and they're like, yeah, we go to these little burns. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
we go to like these burns and like we do. I'm like. The punk rocker in me just wants to fucking die.
Okay,
Dude.
real quick, before we go any further, because a lot of people do consume this shit via audio, and there are two other male voices that aren't me tonight. Introduce your fucking selves.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Hi. You know his voice. He's been in this motherfucker quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm Brandon Brocato. Soon to be Dr. Taco Brambano, fucking talking mad shit. I'm going to tell you right now, because I'm somewhat coherent, I am not a doctor, so do not follow any of the things that I say. It is for entertainment purposes only. And yeah, thank you. Hand it off to Bobby.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, you may know me from past podcasts as a couple of months ago. I'm Robert Dean, visiting from the great state of Texas.
Hell yeah.
And you know who the fuck I am.
Wait, who are you?
I'm just the guy who presses fucking buttons.
Oh, sorry. I haven't recognized you since you cut those beautiful locks off your hair.
He looks so much better.
He looks like a fucking goon, bro.
What, like now that he's cleaned up?
Yes, I liked him so
He liked hockey hair.
Yeah, I did. Dude, I like chaos. I'm sorry. I'm a hesher, you're a punk, okay? Like, you care a little bit more about how it all looks. A hesher doesn't give a flying fuck, dude. And I hate disco. Unless I'm doing cocaine and there's hot strippers around, and then I'm cool with it. But otherwise,
I don't give a shit about disco.
Yeah, I because you're punk. You don't care about anything. I'm more of a hesher. Like, I'm more of like.
Explain to people what a hesher is. I know what a hesher is. You know what a hesher is.
I have no clue.
A hesher.
I said, but tell us someone.
Tell the audience.
He's doing that for the audience. So basically, a hesher is just somebody who was into fucking rock and roll in the late 70s. Fucking loved fucking everything that was happening, but didn't like the new trends of what was coming along, which was disco. You know, it was the guy who listened to fucking the Eagles too much, but still sold fucking cocaine. He was the guy who was kind of like a
dude. The Eagles fucking suck.
Look, hold on. Look, listen. I'm first off, that's just like your opinion, man.
That opinion is held by 2/3 of the table.
Hey. I fucking get it, okay? But fucking Joe Walsh is.
But dude, fuck that.
Hold on,
no.
I know, and I know Joe Walsh is a bitch. Do you not like Guns N' Roses?
No.
Axl Rose is a bitch.
No, Joe Walsh is fucking awesome.
He is.
He's the only redeeming part of that flaming shitbag.
Oh,
that is
Don Henley.
That shit sucks.
Oh,
fuck Don Henley.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. All right.
Fuck Glenn Fry. Fuck that.
Whoa, the heat is on.
No.
Yeah, that song sucks too.
Yeah, he's
out.
Right. I'm with fuck Glenn Fry. I hated Glenn Fry. I'm a Walsh guy, and Henley's fucking cool. So wait, hold on. Genesis or Phil Collins?
What?
Genesis or Phil Collins?
Genesis.
Or is that all gay? Okay, no, so you're cool with Genesis.
Yeah,
but
Phil
you
Collins
don't like Phil
Genesis.
No, I like Phil Collins.
Okay.
I like Phil Collins, but I like him and Phil.
Just as gay as the Eagles.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No way.
It is. It's totally just as gay.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
And I'm sorry for any people who are of the LBGQ2 TQ community out there. We're not talking about actual gay people. We're talking about straight people that listen to.
This is Brandon's normal disclaimer.
Yeah.
Go back to listen to past
just
episodes
fucking,
to get the Brandon disclaimer.
0 stars on Netflix. Whatever. Nobody cares.
All I'm saying is fucking Joe Walsh was in the James Gang and was a solo artist.
Goddamn
and then he
right.
fucking joined that Hotel California bullshit and made an instantly whack fucking elevator music band way better.
Okay, yes,
Joe
true,
Walsh
true,
is fucking
true.
a 10-pound dick because he's the shit.
It's true. Hold on. Yes, that is true. Joe Walsh fucking carried that entire fucking group.
Yeah.
And it's why he trashed every hotel room. It's why he acted the way that he did, because they needed him.
Witchy Woman is the wackest shit. Hotel California fucking sucks.
No, okay, cool.
God, if I hear Hotel California, I just want to throw a chair.
Do you hate Fleetwood Mac too?
No, I don't hate Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's like
No, but what I do hate,
it's like in the same kind of realm. Like,
Lindsey Buckingham is fucking insane.
no, I know that, but you know who's really insane?
What, Stevie Nicks?
Bro, listen, Taylor Swift writes gold-winning fucking albums about ex-boyfriends. Stevie Nicks made her ex-boyfriend do the lead guitar and make the entire album about him. Like, that bitch is pretty powerful. I'm sorry, okay?
The only thing I fucking hate about them was that in the last 5 years there's this resurgence of chicks thinking they're fucking witches and obsessed with Stevie Nicks.
Okay, yeah, okay, calm down. What did you think of Stevie Nicks and Petty together?
Oh, that's a good song.
That's a great song. Petty didn't want to fucking work with her.
No.
He was like, I don't want to fucking work with a woman. And his manager, who was actually fucking her, was like, yo.
And guess what? Where's Tom Petty now?
He retired as a rock god and then died immediately afterward.
Right. She killed him.
No, drugs killed him, and he went out like a fucking rock star, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, at least
He OD'd on drugs. Rock star. I just feel bad, like he should have gotten at least one vacation in before he did it. Unfortunately, it's literally the guy was like, my last concert, and the next day was like, I'm dead.
Hey, at least he didn't die on stage.
I was where was I at? Where the fuck was I? It was the other night. I was drunk. And
That's helpful.
No, I was drunk at the house, and these people were over at our house, and we were arguing about the greatest guitar solo ever. And we were all, me and my best friend Preston are music nerds, so we can argue incessantly.
Yeah.
And
I'm terrible at that, by the way. You're gonna put me in so many headlocks, I guarantee you.
But we can argue to the nth degree about music. But the one thing that I consider the greatest guitar solo of all time, reason Tom Petty is involved in it, is when fucking they did the "While My Guitar Gently Weeps" at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, with Prince.
Fucking Prince.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh my God, dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
So, bro, here, check
that's
this.
That's when they asked Eric Clapton, who's the best, what's it like being the best guitar player? And he was like, fuck, I don't know, ask Prince.
Yeah, no. So check this out. They do a tribute to George Harrison. They play "While My Guitar Gently Weeps." It's Jeff Lynne from ELO, Tom Petty, Danny Harrison, fucking, I think Questlove is playing drums.
Yeah, he is.
And it's a stacked lineup, and they're just going through it. And the version that they play fucking smokes. They did, excuse me, they did such a good job with the whole song. Then you don't see Prince at all. Then out of nowhere, fucking Prince just appears.
Yeah,
he just magically is on the thing. He's playing this blonde Telecaster. The dude fucking just rips through the first part of it and just kills. Yeah. But then all the people in the band are looking at him, smiling and nodding to him to take another bar. He fucking he plays the solo for 3 different bars, is just ripping through. These dudes are smiling. At one point, Prince fucking turns around, falls backward onto people. Yeah. They pick him up, push him back on stage. He fucking just is ripping through this solo. Yeah. He takes his guitar, takes it, throws it, a guy catches it, and he's gone.
Yeah. Dude, it's insane, dude.
He fucking, and he's in this gangster hat and a blue fucking tuxedo. Man.
No, yeah. No, okay. All right, fair enough. That's your favorite guitar solo.
It's just for the sake of
guitar solos.
I'm a nerd about this, but the reason why I like it so much is you literally have some of the greatest musicians of a generation looking at you, realizing how important and how special that you're playing right now. Because Prince didn't like, the thing about that is you read it, they didn't rehearse it, anything. That was off the cuff, and Prince just smoked, and all these people were like, keep going.
Yeah.
They let him do it for like 3 or 4 fucking measures. It's insane.
Yeah. Prince was just it was just incredible. Like, and I can only imagine what's going to come out now. I think they're finally figuring out the lawyer shit with all of his family and shit. Because I think they're releasing a bunch of unreleased material, but fucking that little motherfucker could goddamn play.
I mean, for fuck's sake, the shit that he probably didn't think was good enough would be better than anything that a lot of people could ever play.
That's what they're going to release, is all the shit that they thought.
If you ever want to go down a rabbit hole, go down, like just start Googling Prince stories. Because there's tons of stuff where Prince would like hire people to come in and write a book or write a magazine or write some music with him. And he had like weird fucking things where like he would call somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then they'd have to come to Paisley Park and meet him, and he would like serve them ice cream and like whatever they had to talk about. And then he would just disappear and be like, I changed my mind. But there's like fucking like an archive of shit now that he's dead.
Well, the pancake story like that Chappelle told is not far off.
No, absolutely. Dude, I've never met the guy, but I've been in the same room as him multiple times. He used to hang out at this bar in Santa Monica called Zanzibar. And like every Friday, Saturday night, he would be there with his fucking entourage. And like there was some night I was there, I forget, somebody was having a show or something, and I was fucking there. And he was in the fucking corner waiting for his night to show. And all I wanted to do was go over and be like, bro, you're literally like the greatest musician ever. Fucking, I wish I had one fucking 64th of your fucking talent. Like, the guy's just fucking insane, but I never got to meet him. I just saw him once. He was real little because he was so far away.
Well, on top of it, just the immense talent. Holy fuck, that guy. Like, how'd you fit so much talent in such a little dude?
Dude, you ever seen those videos of like when there's like his first video of him playing Wanna Be My Lover, and he's in like a loincloth?
Yeah.
And he looks like a fucking wild man. Dude, like...
Well, it's crazy. All right, so okay, so back then, okay, like the late 70s, early 80s, when like everything was kind of coming out of the whole disco era, it was still kind of radio versus the video star, you know, like people could look a certain way. You know a band called Redbone?
That sounds familiar.
It does sound very fun. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Redbone?
Yeah, they're Native Americans.
That's right. Now, see, I heard that song and I was like, these are some black dudes. They got fucking rhythm and shit. Then I saw them and they're a bunch of Native Americans. Then the name Redbone made more sense. And the song Come and Get Your Love, the Redbone, the whole thing was about their fucking Indian dicks. And I love that. I thought it was great. Like, I didn't get that till I saw it. And then I was like, all right, cool.
And then Bill Burr stole it for Ephesus Family.
Did you like that show?
Oh my God, you didn't?
No, I'm just passive. Like, I like it. I love Bill Burr.
That was a leading question.
Oh, I mean, I love that show.
I like it. I just didn't. I watched the first season, and then I just never followed back up on it.
Check it out. Check it out. Like, he was relying real heavy on his dad being this like kind of racist, whatever. But
abusive monster.
Yeah, but that was the fucking 70s, dude. Like, dude, when I was a kid, my mom beat the shit out of me if I did anything wrong. Like she would lay the belts out. What do you want? You want dads? You want this one? You want the braided leather? Like, she fucking laid them out and I took my beating.
Which one did you usually go with?
The braided leather.
It still gets you hard to this day?
No, it does not get me hard.
Dude,
it doesn't. And you know what? I don't even really remember it.
You know what they do in the South?
Switches.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I had to pick a switch. You ever heard that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard the story.
No, but I mean, like, when people say, you go pick a switch.
Pick a switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick the branch that's coming off the fucking and whack. Makes a noise. Yeah.
I have picked a switch.
Yeah.
So, do you have advice for the audience on what kind of switch you should pick?
Thick.
Yeah. Don't pick the small one.
No.
Those are like fucking, it's like glass versus a rock. Like, it's just, when it's moving that quick, it cuts so much better.
Well, yeah, smaller point of impact. So
that's why I went with the braided leather. You know, like the other one was heavier. She had the small 80s thin fucking belt. Those are like razor blades. No, the braided breader.
Fat and wide.
Braided leather. Yeah. No, that shit was tolerable. I could live through it, you know. And I thought
kind of that's the motive of this table tonight. Fat and wide.
3 drunk fat white guys. The camera is adding more than 10 pounds tonight. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, you're talking about our asses, right?
Definitely not our wallets.
Yeah, no.
Well, then we're talking about our dicks.
Fucking, we looked at those pictures earlier and I was like, ooh.
Not a gym membership between the 3 of us.
No, are you kidding me? Fuck that, man.
When's the last time somebody here did a crunch?
1983.
Yeah, I did a crunch before that, but it was still a long time ago.
I was at the gym the night before. No, the night, 2 nights before I came here.
Taking a shower or what?
No, man, I'm trying to get fuckable. Trying to lose this.
Okay. I mean, dude, the way I see it is like, look, women, they're not as visual as us. Okay. Like I don't want to speak for myself because I'm on camera, but, but most fucking dudes are very visual. We get hung up on a certain part or a certain thing. And if that's right, that appeases that appeases like us. We're willing to deal with the fact that you're a horrible person just because you're fucking beautiful.
Do you think that changes though, the older you get?
Absolutely, but
the red flag wholesaler is a whole different. That is a different bag of tricks.
You get lucky sometimes and you meet one that's got a good head on her shoulders, and she's a fucking dime piece too. And
then she wants nothing to do with you because she has those things.
Look. I don't know. I don't know, man. I've pulled some ass where I surprised myself.
Yeah, they didn't stick around. In the morning, they're like, "Oh, that was a mistake."
No, I pushed every single one of them away. That's what I do. That's like,
oh yeah, the fucking surgeon. You told that story.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just
go back to Brandon's last appearance. He told the epic story.
Oh, I heard the story.
Yeah.
Well, for the audience that doesn't necessarily listen to every episode, Brandon pushed a very nice surgeon away.
She gave me a list of things to do around the house. I was like, no. And she was like, I'm going to go pay bills. I was like, look, bitch. All right. I got my own place. Yeah, you pay my rent. But I ain't going to fucking deal with this. And I went off on my own. I had to pay my own rent after that. I said, no,
you know, Brandon's proving he's not a very good suitcase pimp.
I'm not a very good suitcase pimp. I don't want to be a suitcase pimp. Like, I've got more to offer than like your slag. Like, sell that yourself, you know? Fucking take a course online or some shit. Why do I gotta fucking help you fucking have a webcam?
Because that's what you're here to do, Brandon.
No, it's not. I'm here to fucking goddamn rock and roll, bro.
No one should actually aspire to be a suitcase pimp. It is a gross fucking thing.
We know a suitcase pimp. We will not name his name, but
we used to know a suitcase pimp.
Yeah, I guess we used to know a suitcase pimp.
His name's Fred, everyone.
Yeah, we can call him Fred.
Yeah. Fred has been dead to me for a number of years, and I'm happy about it.
Fred is not a good dude. Not a good dude.
Drop dead Fred?
Yeah.
I wish.
He's a shitty guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a shitty.
If there's one thing I fucking hate, look, okay, here's the thing, all right? I've been a Captain Sava host since I was a kid, all right? Total pushover when I was a kid. It took me years to learn how to be an asshole to fucking women because really, I love the motherfuckers. I love them. I love women. I think they're absolutely like the best thing ever. They create fucking life. Okay. I mean, like, yeah, it takes some jizz to do it, but they gotta go the long haul.
Jizz is pretty cheap.
Yeah, they go the long haul and shit. Like, I get super mad respect. I want them to be perfectly equal to men. Like, I want that. But like when it comes to those suitcase pimps and all that shit, people who like muscle women just because of like trying to use them or fucking like degrade them. This is hard to say because I really.
Do you think everybody knows the term suitcase pimp?
I think my general listeners do, but we'll spell it out for them just in case you're new.
Yeah, I mean,
it's basically somebody who strong arms a fucking naive girl into a fucking life of something that she doesn't want. And then fucking holds that against them and gets them deeper and deeper into the thing.
While they sit around and play Xbox.
Pretty much, yeah. While they sit around and play Xbox. Never a PS3. If they had any class, they'd have a PS3.
Yeah, the dude that we were talking about was a suitcase pimp, and it's fucking.
He had a
blew-
PS3.
Yeah, I mean,
No, you definitely. I played Xbox Live with him.
Okay, all right, cool, yeah.
But it would blow my mind because he's a total dickweed, and he could always get a 10, and it's insane because he's a total.
He's probably just got a giant ding dong. Is that what's up? What's up?
It's slightly above average. I mean, he did porn too, so.
Yeah, so then he's just got a giant ding dong. So listen, this is the thing. Chicks,
I don't know. He's got this thing that like damaged chicks just go to, but
Yeah, it's like fucking gravity to damaged women.
yeah, if you're a beautiful damaged woman, you're like, whoa, who's that guy?
Yeah,
It's like
It worked for me for years. I just let myself go. Let's do it. Let's do another shot, shall we?
Speaking of which, yeah, I'll do another one.
Come on.
But yeah, it was just like we're not gonna spend half the episode bad mouthing dude. But
Fucking.
either way, it's not
Big
what you
Dick
want.
Jeff. Big Dick Jeff right now is jerking off, being like, they're talking about me.
it's not what you want to aspire to in life.
No,
Trust
of
me,
course not.
he's so fucking self-absorbed. He doesn't even think about us.
All right, fair enough. Fuck him then.
All right, I'm air cheersing because I don't want to.
We'll just do that and
That's
then
close
do
enough.
that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Connected.
You see so many of them in this fucking industry. It's fucking
All right,
crazy.
enough about Jeff, okay?
Hey, did you guys ever do the redacted episode? The second one?
I don't think it came out very good.
It didn't- it's not gonna make it there.
I think we just scrapped it.
We scrapped it.
Yeah,
we
we
recorded it. I made Brandon steak and eggs.
Yeah,
and I remember when you guys did it,
He
but I
did,
didn't know if it.
and I had a hard time with that one. That one, like I said, in the first redacted episode, was really on point and like she had something to say. The second one,
A lot of just kiddings, but
yeah, but the latest one we did was just there was not a lot of substance. I was trying my fucking hardest to like make something out of it.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of giggling and a lot of and I was just like trying to make something out of it. When the first one we did it, I remember being like, man, dude, this is like a really great show. She's got a lot of good things to say. And I was like almost inspired to, give the best performance. This chick was just like, the whole time. And I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about?
the problem was she wasn't even doing complete thoughts.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm confused about this. The redacted 2 that I'm talking about is you getting punched.
Oh, no, we never recorded that.
Okay.
We never did
So
that.
which one is this one that you're talking about now?
Well, it's
We
the
can't
actual
name names.
redacted
That's
too.
the whole point. Yeah.
Okay, I just don't remember. At this point, there's a couple of I know redacted 1.
Yeah.
I'm trying
So
to remember.
redacted 2 was another performer
Uh-huh.
who,
He did not have sex with.
nope.
Okay.
It's just she was like, I want it down for no fucking reason.
Under 24 hours. She's like, nope, don't want
Yeah,
to do
she was
that.
like, I don't want to do it. She like did the show, and it wasn't. She didn't even have anything that was like super like.
Controversial.
Yeah, but then I was like, okay, cool, I'll do it again, and then we started doing it, and like literally we got through the whole thing, and I was just like, bro, are you even gonna get a fucking show out of that? Like it's horrible. Like
And I tried. And
yeah, we tried.
no, we were going to do redacted 3 punched in the head at some point.
Whenever you want. Let's do those sober. Let's not let me drink for those, okay?
All right.
All right.
I mean, I just was curious keeping up on the redacteds are fun. So, I mean,
Can I smoke in here?
No.
Weed?
No.
Fuck this.
Crack? Yes. DMT? Share.
this is bullshit.
There's some bullshit. What? No, I'm not doing that. I don't know why. I just followed the leader down that fucking rabbit hole. Why?
You ever smoked bullshit before?
I have.
Dude, it's better than fucking.
It's called being in your 20s.
Right? I mean, I tried to snort some bullshit too and just dripped down my nose. It was bad.
I was thinking, who was I talking to? Last night I was at this. I went to the hardcore show last night, and the opening.
Yeah, I saw you guys are beating everybody up.
Yeah, man, we were fucking just going
Dude,
ham.
dude.
The opening, one of the opening bands, I can't remember what their name was, but the singer was like, "I was born in this show happened because the original." So the show I went to was Strife, Earth Crisis, and Snapcase. It was called the California Takeover.
Okay.
They did it 25 years ago. I was 16 then,
Holy shit.
and I was 15 then because I'm old.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So am I. But still,
And
fucking.
so they did it again, and it was for old hardcore kids. It was
Yeah.
like the shit for us to see them do this again.
Yeah.
And one of the kids was like, they did this in 1996. It's an honor. I was born in 1997. And then
I mean, at least the kid knew.
No, he's like, these 3 bands paved the way for us to like do this.
That's dope.
And for us to be here.
That's dope.
And all that shit. And I was like,
That's dope.
Yo, I feel so fucking old that like.
Bro. Like, I wasn't around for FDR, but I'm not going to make this political. What are we talking about next?
Well, I'm just saying, like, when that makes you feel old, I generally holler at some girls that were born in around that age, too. So,
I mean, hey.
I mean, if they're over 18, it's legal, right?
Well, my qualifier is you have to be at least 21 because we got to go to bars.
Well, what was funny is I was downstairs watching Strife, and we had VIP for the show.
Yeah.
And I was downstairs, and I was with Justine, and the dude came up, and he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" She's like, "No, child." She was not. He was trying to holler at her. He's like, "So what are you doing after the show?" She's like, "Not hanging out with you, son."
Yeah, there's nothing better than a fucking like a good woman shooting down a young kid that's like, I mean, look, when I was younger, I got shot down by, like, I was way too big for my britches, okay? Trust me. And I wasn't talking about my penis size. It was all ego. I was way too big for my britches, and I got shot down so many times. And it's great because, you know, it's part of the learning process. Like, as you're like an adult, you're growing up, you know, like, you don't get it. Like, yeah, you know, back then I was working out and I was sexy and shit like that. But still, they can smell the youth on you fucking a mile away, dude. And like, that's just the way it is. That's why older chicks fuck younger guys, because they're like, this motherfucker doesn't smell age yet. I'm gonna fucking put my fucking 40-year-old fucking fat ass.
Oh, no. They're trying to steal his youth through their vaginas.
I know that. Same way fucking men are trying to steal the youth through the vaginas of young fucking chicks.
Well,
that's the way it works. When you got two sex drives, they meet this way, okay? Like, young men are fucking horny as fuck. Older women are like, give it to me. So they meet up. Old men, like Al Bundy, don't want to have sex.
But
Same as young chicks.
But you know what's the fucking
it's just
bummer about
status shit.
You know what's the bummer about that shit? Peg was fucking hot.
First off, abso-fucking-lutely. I think I've said this on your show before. When I was a kid, I never understood why Al didn't want to have sex with Peg. I was like, dude, she's so fucking hot, Al. What's your problem? At the age of fucking 38, I get it, Al. You know, I get it. Like, I'd rather just sit on the couch watching Netflix with my hand down my pants in a heartbeat. I fucking get it, dude. Like, I just equate sex to work half the time these days, unless it's brand new. Unless it's like, ooh, this is exciting. Or like, ooh, this is my girlfriend's sister. Like, it's not exciting. Like, the best sex you can have is bad cheating sex. And like, once that becomes boring, you're just fucking doomed. And
How many times have you cheated on someone, Brandon?
Every.
Right on.
Strong work.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, YOLO.
I have never cheated on anyone.
Oh, well,
I've never either.
Oh, you guys are queers.
And I was married.
Actually, no, if you were queers, you would totally be cheating too. Listen, man.
Hey, I mean, I talked about it on a podcast that's never going to air, but yeah, the one time I almost cheated, my friend is like, dude, what are you doing? And I went, you're right. And I didn't. I fucked her a month after I broke up with the girlfriend.
Oh, that's so not as satisfying. I've done that too.
I mean, it was still very satisfying.
No, listen.
It was still very satisfying.
No, it's not as satisfying. Trust me. Trust me. Because when you fuck them while you're still dating the chick, she can no longer contact you because she has now crossed that line. So she's a slut. Now it's about preserving her friendship and your relationship. So you're both in this fucking like co-lie. And like, it adds to it. It's nowhere near as fun as breaking up with the chick and then banging her out.
Well,
then it's like, oh, he moved on. But it's better.
Brandon, it was still pretty good because she was still my friend's ex-wife.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever, man. Fucking dude, listen, they have a saying in Hawaii, bro. You don't lose your fucking girlfriend, you lose your turn. All right, it's a small fucking town, dude. There's not a lot of pussy. So if you're not fucking making her happy, hey, bro, you're going to tell me that it's not my turn? Like, sorry, dude. Like, you don't own her. She's a free person. She'd be like, goddamn right, I'm a free person. I'm sorry. Listen, the best sex is sex you should be having. I don't care what anybody fucking says.
I'm morally unequipped to cheat on somebody. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, yes, you can.
No.
You just don't know yet. I was the same way.
Dude, I was married. I never ever could. It's just I like where the culture that I grew up
Let's
in.
talk about something else since we're on the air.
The culture I grew up in is that's just not fucking. That is just totally not culture.
Oh, sorry.
Kosher.
I didn't know you were Jewish.
No.
No, I get it. I totally understand. I grew up in Los Angeles where marriage has been a joke my entire life.
No, I get it.
I've never seen a good marriage. I have no examples. I'm 3 for 4. I've been to 4 like weddings in my life, and 3 of them have ended in divorce.
Yeah, see, like
And the last one ended in murder suicide.
Nope. I don't go to weddings, bro. I'm bad luck. I'm bad juju.
Don't worry. Next time I have a quickie in Vegas, I'll bring you with.
Dude, bring me. I will make sure that thing does not fucking last. All right.
dude, I'm from like
I'll do that myself. I don't need you for that.
the south side of Chicago. It's a whole different animal.
Okay. In Los Angeles, we're not very religious, you know?
It's not about religious. We are raised by Irish immigrants, and it's
which
like
stems from religion, which is Catholicism, which is I'm Italian, so I get it. And like my family was kind of the same way, but I was lucky to be that generation after it. And like in the boomer generation, it was super okay on the, not okay, but like not terrible. Like with my parents getting married, okay? Like my mom got pregnant. My dad was like, let's get married. They got married. 4 years later, they were like, this was a bad idea. They divorced. My mom and my stepdad, they got married. They're still together. That's the one marriage that I was a part of the fucking wedding that's still together. Thank the heavens, because I fucking love both of them very, very, very.
no,
very
like for us, like you know, how I explain it is like you know those movies like about like The Departed. You ever seen
Yeah.
The Departed?
Oh, yes,
you know,
yes,
like
yes,
that
yes.
neighborhood.
Yes.
That's what I grew up in.
Okay.
It's like a fucking. It's just a whole thing. Like
No.
I
understand.
I don't give a shit.
I know that. Neither do I. And that's what I'm saying. And look, the way I see it is I'm not a big fan of religion and I'm not a big fan of lawyers. So why the fuck would I sign a legal binding contract in front of God?
Well, I'm not talking about getting married.
Well, I'm just saying that's.
Hey, you're the only one at the table who's successfully done that.
Yeah, I did get married and I did get divorced.
I'm just saying, and I know that, and those same people that want to.
Someone get the door.
Yeah, those same people that say that shit are like, you can't get a divorce either. And you're like, you know what? Fuck you. I want to be happy.
So who's at the door?
Kate Kennedy is at the door.
Oh, that's fun. Do we have another chair?
We can pull up another chair. But we don't have another mic at the moment. Hi, Kate.
Hi.
Hey,
We are in the middle of still recording.
Oh shit! I thought.
No, we're running late.
Okay, cool. My bad.
We'll figure that out in post.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to pull up something and we'll figure this out. Hold on.
yeah, this is gonna be fun.
When you said we're gonna do a podcast really quick, I thought you and I were gonna do a podcast.
No!
I thought I was running late.
No.
Okay, you did not clarify. I was on the guest.
Yeah, no, you're not the guest. Yeah, I'm not gonna ambush you with like, hey, jump on the podcast. Let's see, let's figure this out.
Can we get another headset in here?
Yeah, I mean, we can hook up the fourth mic real quick. So let's stop that.
Let's stop. Can I go smoke now?
Yeah, go smoke. Just take Brandon's chair. He's gonna smoke.
Take my chair.
Brandon Brocato has gotten much smaller and cuter.
Just like movie magic.
Yeah,
Just
like
cut
movie-
right to it.
I'll just cut right to it. Like,
Yeah.
I'll cut from Bobby right to Kate. Close the door though, because that is a lot of noise on the mic.
Fucking no, bro.
Post production, so much post production. Kate, what's going on?
Not too much. What's up with you?
Not much. This is my buddy Robert Dean.
Hi. Nice
He's
to
an
meet
author
you.
in from Austin.
Cool. That's where my dad lives.
Austin's the shit.
He is
Yeah.
not your father.
No,
No.
I don't believe so.
Don't talk off mic.
What are you pointing at?
His phone. His electronic leash. Of course, that's
Yeah.
what he's looking at.
Fuck you. Instagram's on this shit.
For
Yes.
those of you who did not hear that, Brandon Brokaw said, fuck you. Instagram is on that shit. He needs to masturbate on my porch, apparently.
But Texas fucking rules.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Texas fucking rules. Every time I come here, I'm really ready to go back to Texas.
Every time I go to Texas, I'm ready to come back here, but different strokes, different folks. I like to visit.
Yes, that's me with this city. I'm like, this is expensive and different. And then I go back to Texas. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, somehow we ran up over $100 bar tab at Rustic.
$120.
That's not a somehow. That's a duh. There was 3 of you.
Yeah, we had
No.
a grand total of 6 drinks between 3 of us.
Yeah. That's
Fair
how
enough.
much it costs to go drink in LA.
Like why?
So many chicken wings, though. So many chicken wings.
That's like it fucking.
I regularly will rack up like a $60, $70 bar.
Oh no, I regularly by myself rack up 100 plus. That's why I only drink in places where I'm friends with the staff.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's just fucking wild, man. Like how like normalizing that is insane to me.
You could, but I like only go to places where I'm friends with people too. So maybe everyone just goes to places where
that
would make sense.
That's the LA thing. Like, oh, hey, you're cool. You like me. You'll hook me up with drinks. This is where I go now.
You're only going to charge me for half my drinks, and then you're going to keep taking shots with me.
Right?
Yeah.
This is where I go now. And we're shortly after this podcast going to make you new friends. So that happens for you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm happy to help. I'm always like trying to help people. Like I keep trying to drag you to comedy shit all the time.
I know you do. And I'm always, these are my 2 busiest months of the year. Like February, March are my 2 where I just am constantly working. It's ridiculous.
Oh no, you're constantly working. That's so horrible.
No, it's great. Between like February, March, September, and October, I make like half my income for the year.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, so it sucks because I'm like, it's good. I know that I'm going to be busy, but it sucks because I basically am like, yeah, talk to me in April. Like, I'm so sorry.
Like, what? I have no moments. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you need a drink, by the way?
I would love a drink, by the way. That'd be awesome. I think I'm closest to the cups.
You are closest to the
Yeah,
cups.
I'll grab one.
There are various choices of whiskeys for you.
There's Jameson right here, and that's from Trader Joe's.
Don't do that one.
It's really not.
I mean, we know you hate yourself a little bit, but don't hate yourself a lot.
I think there's solo cups over there.
Yeah, we got red cups.
It's in the drink cart.
Post-production work for me.
Why is it? This is more interesting.
What, us giving drink directions?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
It makes it more real, man.
Yeah, the realest podcast in Hollywood. 3 fat dudes and a porn girl getting drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, we took a fucking picture earlier, and I was like, Jesus, we look disgusting.
It's the lighting in here too, though, because on your podcast, I looked at me and I was like, oh man, like my skin does not look good that day.
You're like,
I don't know. I've shown plenty of people the clips of you being on the show, and they're like, oh, she's cute.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't say it.
I'm
Snap.
my worst critic. And you are apparently too. You and I.
I didn't say you weren't cute. I just didn't say you were. Right?
From now on, like when I go try stuff on, I'm gonna like send you pictures because you'll be like, yeah, Kate, you look fat. I feel like you'll be honest with me.
No. I'll be polite. You look thick.
Thank you.
I once actually legitimately said that to an ex-girlfriend. Oh, that was a fight.
Oh yeah. You know, the answer to that is always no.
Yeah,
It's always no.
I was 20. I didn't know better. I was like, I'll be honest with my partner. Whoops.
no, I totally do that shit. I like
You say that like you tell them the truth.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why he's divorced.
But you know what? My old man did that shit to my mom, and he still does that to my mom. And I've always done it. If somebody comes in and they're like, how do I look? I'm like, it doesn't look good. Like,
I appreciate that because I wouldn't ask unless I.
my mom will come downstairs and be like, do I look fat? My dad will be like, yeah. And he's like, what? He's like, do you want me to lie? You want to go out and you look like shit? And as I am my father's son, and over the years, I'm just like, that doesn't look good. And then usually whoever ends up with me appreciates the honesty. Would you want to go out of the house looking like shit?
No, but I feel like even if I'm even asking that question, I already know that I look like shit.
Yeah. See?
I'm looking for a second opinion, not a first.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're like the doctor. Like, I already know I have cancer.
Yeah.
Can we just... how bad's the cancer?
Yeah, like...
Is this terminal?
Let's just go. Like, it's like, look, if you're going to ask, it's, well, not your best
Not your
outfit.
best, yep.
This is why I dress schlubby all the time, because I just know. I don't have to ask shit. I know I
Plus,
look schlubby.
if you dress schlubby all the time, then the few times and you do dress up, everyone's like, oh my God, you look so good.
100%.
It's the best.
100%.
I do this too.
I've had ex-girlfriends be like, Jesus Christ, you clean up well. That's right, girl. I do.
Just lower the expectations.
Just keep that bar real
Possible.
low.
That is my MO. Like, I'm so low. I'm not going to hit you, but it'll be pretty low.
There was this one night I was at a porn event and like I had like actually spent time doing my makeup and literally 4 other girls were like, oh my God, you learned how to do eyelashes. And I was like, fuck you. You're right, but fuck you. Like, thanks. I look like shit all the time. I get it. Like, this took 2 hours. Like, why would I do this on a regular basis?
Thank you.
Not this.
I appreciate my homeless chic.
Well, Kate's not homeless. She doesn't masturbate in dumpsters. Fuck.
No, somebody just masturbates in my dumpster.
Did you ever find him?
No, they never found him. I've seen him again.
So
I
when
thought
are you going to take him out on a first date?
I thought that was like a euphemism for porn. You're like, somebody masturbates in my cups. I was like, whoa.
I mean, it could be. That is kind of a
Yeah, I mean,
dumpster kind of a thing,
you two have been intimate at this point, so
right?
you might as well get to know each other.
I mean, we shared that special moment.
I bet he will drink your warm vodka.
I believe so. I live right near Matt in East Hollywood. And one morning I woke up and looked out my window, which overlooks like a parking lot. Should I restart that story? Because it was
No, go for it.
okay. I looked out my window and there's just this guy. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning, just passionately jagging it. I was just fucking going at it, like standing in the dumpster.
Were you like, this is art?
I just like couldn't believe what I was looking at, so I just stared at it for like 10 minutes. And I was
He was
like,
10 minutes
fuck?
long?
Oh, it was longer than that. Like he was there for a good 30 minutes.
I mean, this is a whole bit on the last time Kate was on, so
Yeah.
we're not going to rehash the whole thing. Go back and listen to Kate's amazing episode.
But I mean,
Brocato, you're a goddamn professional comedian. Don't talk off mic.
I'm just curious, like, who the fuck can jerk off for 30 minutes? I certainly can't.
I mean,
I make love to
Slow.
Lean into a goddamn microphone.
I have a microphone.
Pick one to lean into.
It'll pick me up. I just gotta speak louder. I have to pretend I'm in the theater.
do you want to share?
No.
Okay.
No, he's a greedy bitch.
Do you want yours back?
Dirty comedian. You probably heard me.
I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to address that in a comment.
Well, he does. So,
Sorry.
I mean, he freely admits he does. So,
You're great forever, but that's okay.
Do you want some of this one?
No, give me some of yours. Come on.
Yeah, I was going to say, you sit next to the
okay.
girl beside
And
me.
do you want to not knock my camera the fuck out of frame?
You can call this one the Chaos Show.
Yep. There we go. I'm in frame. Okay. So the two of you come around that camera. Okay, scoot that way.
Like the whole, I don't have enough cum, bro. I unloaded earlier.
What?
Lean. Okay.
Around the camera.
Oh, and this is why you're still middling.
You know what I just realized about you? You look like Christian Bale with a drinking problem. You look like roadkill Christian Bale.
Thanks, bro.
Brandon, lean into the mic when you're talking.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
They just met tonight.
Yeah, we had an internet crush on each other forever, though.
We really have. I'm sorry, but dude, listen. Your writing is very fucking like on point, dude. Like you are very, very, very right about a lot of shit. So I'm sorry
you.
that I support you. My bad.
Brandon is often sorry about many people he supports, except Bernie.
Stop with the politics.
Don't even get
bro.
him started, man.
Oh, sorry. I broke my own fucking rule.
Yeah.
there.
No politics.
I said before we started, like, this time we're not going to go political. We're not going to do it.
no,
And I just fucking broke my own rule.
No, it was more like Brandon. No politics tonight. And I was like, okay, cool.
Though,
I said,
real quick,
okay, cool. Listen, because
Well-
your listeners were tired of hearing me talk about Bernie Sanders.
Though-
Have you heard about Bernie Sanders? Great
God,
guy. Oh my
no,
God.
no.
Hey,
Brandon.
he's
Though,
like Jesus without the hair.
I will,
Right, that's all I'm saying.
I will allow one thing. I will let you tell the story that you got into with the Trump supporter that you told us at the bar.
That was a good fucking story.
That was a good fucking story. Come on, you got to tell
That
that.
was real good.
All right. So there was a dude who a week earlier, give you some backstory. A week earlier, I was drunk outside of a bar and I was headed home. And there was a man in distress. And his bike chain had fallen off of his bike. And he was like, dude, my bike chain fell off my bike. I'm like, yeah, dude, you just flip it over. And then you like hook it on the thing and you put the fucking chain back on. Got grease on my fingers and everything. Woke up the next day like, what the fuck is this? I fucking helped this guy get his shit on. He was like, dude, that's fucking really nice of you, man. Like, most people don't do that kind of shit. And I was like, hey, man, you know, call it my good deed of the day. I was like, tell you what, man, do me one good. Vote for Bernie Sanders. Dude looks me straight in the eyes like, fuck Bernie Sanders. And I'm like, excuse me? Like, bro, I just helped you put your chain on your bike. You're going to be like, fuck Bernie Sanders? And he was like, Trump.
What's funny is he's a fucking adult that doesn't know how to fix a bike chain.
You know,
Well, that's the kind of people that vote for Trump.
yeah. So
Womp, womp.
dude's like Trump. So I'm hammered. And I'm like, look, I know I'm not going to deal with this conversation very fucking well. So I was like, listen, bro, I'm going to end the conversation here. I wish you adieu. I am out of here. I left. Okay. 2 weeks later, I'm at the bar. This fucking clown's like fucking talking. He's like, being like real sarcastic and real lippy about fucking Bernie. And he's like, you don't know who I am, do you? And I was like, nah, man, you don't look very familiar, you know, like fucking, you kind of basic, dude. And he was like, I'm the guy who you helped put and I was like, oh, the Trump supporter. Fuck you, bro. And he was like, fuck you, dude. And I was like, nah, bro, you don't even know how to put a fucking chain on your bike, dude. You're whack as fuck. Fuck you. You know, like clowning on this dude. So then I was there with my fucking homegirl. She's like, stop, fucking da-da-da. And I'm like, whatever. And I just like ignore the dude. We go back and forth a little bit here and there, fucking whatever. He ends up pissing off everybody in the fucking bar. Like everybody in the bar, okay? And at this point, I'm fucking drunk and I make bad decisions when I'm drunk. I don't know about y'all, but fucking
I make all of the best decisions when I'm drunk. All of them.
Terrible decisions when I'm hammered. But whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking fuck with this guy. So I go, snatch the motherfucker's hat. He was wearing like a white fatigue hat, like you bought from the like, you know, like camouflage store, you know, like, bro.
I know exactly.
Yeah, dude, it was sad. I wish it was a MAGA hat, but whatever. I snatched that shit and I fucking go outside. I was like, I'll see you outside. I take it outside. He comes outside. I just chuck it in the street. I'm like, fuck you. Meanwhile, I'm wearing a fuck Trump hat too. Okay, so I'm guilty of the same crime. Homeboy fucking like just decks me in the nose. Okay, like fucking gets me good. Gets me good. Like I was fucking around, but he's serious.
Brandon, head movement, it's important.
Sorry, hits me. Sorry, you're the one who fucking gives me alcohol. Second off.
No, I was saying for dodging punches. Head movement.
Yeah, I know. I did. Are you kidding me? I can hardly fucking think straight, let alone fucking stand straight. It's all right. I don't go down. We go back and forth.
Subtext.
He got some good licks on me. I got some good licks on him. Listen, nobody won that fight, okay? Because tell you the truth, Bernie has already said that he's not into like Bernie bros that are violent like that. He's already disavowed me. And that's fine, Bernie. I don't care. You're going all the way, okay? You can cut me off, but I'm here for you, baby. I love you. I love you. So whatever. I'm fucking down with this dude. They pull me off of him, okay? Fucking, I've got the bloody nose. He's not even like that bad. And the motherfucker's like, fuck that. He attacked me. I'm calling the cops. This motherfucker calls the cops. I'm like, let's go. I wait around. Dude, the entire bar's there at this point. Everybody hates this motherfucker. Dude, a black dude and a Mexican cop show up. And this dude's like, that guy hit me because I'm a Trump supporter. And I was like, that dude punched me first. Like, this is some bullshit. Security guards backed my story. Dude looked like the biggest asshole in the world. And in the end, they were like, bro, are you meaning to tell you that you called us out because you went outside of a bar, engaged in combat, and got your ass kicked? You called us? And he was like, yes. And they were like, bro, no, dude. Like, they were like, you're a bitch, dude. And they basically, like, he was like, I'm out of here. So then he like starts to leave on his bicycle and the cops are like, hey, you know, we can give you a DUI for being on your bicycle, right? And the guy was like, it's a BUI.
Are you gonna turn this story into a bit?
No.
Dude, you
definitely should turn it into a bit.
You should turn this into a bit.
This is a Now We Drink exclusive, right?
For now.
No, but this is totally. You're a comedian, right?
Dude.
This should be a bit.
Yeah, this is absolutely.
No, it's real life.
The bike is just like the cherry.
That's
Yeah, it is.
Fuck rides their bicycle.
what kind of adult takes their bike to the bar?
But like an adult that like is probably supporting Bernie because they care about the environment, like not a Trump supporter. Like what?
Hold on, time out. Okay, I'm a Bernie guy, and that guy definitely has never gotten a DUI before. Okay, so I'm all for it.
How many DUIs?
I have 2 DUIs, so I know that you can get a DUI on a bike. The fact
So wait, was DUI number 1 or number 2 on a bike?
Neither were. Actually, I've never been caught drinking and driving. Both times the car was parked.
Was it parked at the police station?
How do you get a DUI in a parked car?
Oh, you know that's still fucking illegal, right?
Bro, yeah.
This isn't Chicago.
No, yeah.
No, I don't live here, so.
Bro,
Oh yeah, well
it's
actually,
It's illegal most places.
It's intent to drive, dude.
Right.
Like,
if you have the ability to control the vehicle, you can still get a DUI in a parked car that is off.
Second DUI,
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Sleep in front of my house in my car. I was literally talking to someone and then passed out, and they were like just passed out in my fucking car, and like fucking dude, some neighbor called, and like literally they were just tapping on the window like, yo, you okay? And I was just like, I have no clue. And they were like, get out of the car, and then they just fucking feel like, bro, I was doing nothing. They didn't even tow my car. They literally just took me in for a DUI.
Jesus.
And it was like 3 months before my probationary time was supposed to be off. So I got like the second one, dude. It was a whole deal, dude. The second one was the worst. The first one, slap on the wrist. It's like, you shouldn't be doing this. And I'm like, I know, but have you ever drank and drove before? It's so much fun. Like, it's so much fun.
We here and now we drink. Do not condone drinking and driving.
In the world, you're just like.
But we are a big proponent of the car knows the way home.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I just can't wait till like cars like drive themselves, so like my drunk ass can get my car. I'm like, take me home, stupid car.
So speaking of that,
berate it like an.
I read a story a while back of a dude who had a self-driving Tesla up in like Northern California. They got DUI. He's asleep behind the wheel of the self-driving car as it's going down the highway. They had to pit maneuver him off the highway. He was that drunk that like they're blaring sirens.
Sensors had to stop the car.
But if it's self-driving, what's the big deal?
Dude, you can get a DUI on a horse.
I know, but
see, no, that's my
Horses are definitely self-driving.
no, but if it's self-driving
you.
car
I'm with you.
and you're not driving the car, how are you to blame?
You are still behind the wheel.
Yeah,
but-
Bobby,
you can still
Bobby,
control the car.
Right.
You can
If you're
still
on a
drive
horse,
self-driving
the horse
car.
is a living thing. You can get a DUI on a horse.
Vote for Burn. Out of control. Okay? They're like literally, we have a photograph of you on your cell phone. And I'm like, no, dude, that was my breathalyzer, okay? It just has a digital display. And they let me go every time. It's worth $40 a month, I'm not gonna lie.
Fair dinkum.
Dude, I swear to God, the court was like, it's time to take the breathalyzer out. I was like, what if I like it? And they were like, we've never had anyone say that before. And I was like, so you charge me $45 a month. I say you charge me $25 a month, and I don't have to get it. They're like, done. And on top of that, it keeps my car from getting fucking totaled by me, hammered, because fucking Dr. Taco Brambano is not a doctor.
He's definitely not a good driver.
He's a really good driver. He pulls over too much. That's the problem, okay? That's the real problem. I've never gotten busted drinking and driving, not once in my life. And I've drinking and drove a lot.
Allegedly. Don't admit to crimes on the internet, Brandon.
Oh, no.
I allegedly drove to the airport drunk getting here.
What?
I allegedly drove to the airport drunk getting to LA.
Oh,
Yeah, that's another state.
Yeah,
They
no.
can't prosecute you for that.
Yeah, I'm across state lines, so it's cool.
No,
Right?
no,
I mean, when are they going to send you back to Texas?
No, it isn't. They'll give you the fucking DUI here, and then they'll make you come back to do it, dude.
Dude, whoa. We're not in Arizona.
This is 3 days ago, so I'm good.
I've watched so many fucking. Be careful, dude. Dude, look, I'm joking around. Hey, PSA's over, kids. All right, no, it's starting. All right, listen. I am not smart. Do not do anything that I do, and fucking more importantly, drinking and driving is really bad.
Boca, thank you. Welcome to your TED Talk.
You're welcome.
I do know that in Colorado, and they taught us this during my college freshman orientation. I don't know why this was included, but they're like, if you're really drunk and you have your car and you need to sleep in your car, you put the keys in the front seat, like in the cup holder, and you could sleep in the back seat. And when they come find you, and I have done that before.
Yeah.
I didn't get, no one came and found me.
Well, yeah, you're also
but
a pretty girl, so like, why are they gonna like ruin your day? And like,
Whoa, people
No, but
ruin
they-
pretty girls' days all the
This is
time.
true. People ruin my day
I
all the
understand,
time.
But it's Colorado. Colorado cops are cool. Like, you know, like
That's true. Colorado
Yeah, like
cops are
Colorado
really
cops are cool, man. Like, there's lots of cool cops out there. They get a lot of bad guff. Okay. I support them. I understand it's a rough fucking job. You know, I wish I got free donuts all day long too. But
Had to sneak it in there, didn't you?
But-
Yeah, he did.
But a little bit. But then again, you get to fucking
Just a little.
Nah,
It's a little jab.
no, it kind of
One of the
pisses me off because really what they do, what do they do? They harass. They harass and report. All right. They fucking write you a ticket and they fuck with you because you got a job and you got fucking money. Meanwhile, this fucking homeless person, they're not touching the motherfucker for shit because he ain't got no ID. He ain't got,
Well, he's also covered in shit.
well, I mean,
Brandon, if you bathe less, they wouldn't fuck with you.
no. I do not bathe that often.
Well,
They
bathe
still
less.
Fuck with me.
Bathe less.
Well,
You don't have dreads yet.
How am I supposed to?
Once you're a white guy with dreads, they will stop fucking
Dude,
with
when
you.
you're a white guy with dreads, you need to get the fuck out of the world because white guys with dreads need to fuck off.
Yes,
I-
I second
I
that.
do.
This guy-
Oh, no. I'm just trying to ruin Brandon's life. I'm not really suggesting he do
White
it.
people hair is not supposed to take that form. It doesn't naturally lock that way.
Oh, it does when you're a
shouldn't.
Jew. My hair definitely like fucking dreaded naturally.
All I'm saying is when you see
The
a,
rest of us,
they're
I don't know
they're
any
part of
Jews
the
with
law.
dreadlocks. I've never met.
They're part of the
no, but if
Yeah.
I see a white dude with fucking
He's the
dreadlocks,
worst person
oh
on the
god,
planet.
oh
He's
dude,
awful.
no, it's
And he always smells like patchouli, and he's never
Oh.
wearing shoes.
no, and they're wearing that like those
Oh, you-
that poncho thing.
He doesn't wear shoes often, so don't discriminate.
I
on
put
the no
shoes. I put shoes on because I was scared that somebody was going to take pictures of my feet when like with the wide
Whoa.
shot.
Oh, there's only one person in this room whose feet will sell anything on the internet. So, whoa, I'm talking about myself. Miss Ego over there.
It's actually true. I don't do that much foot stuff, so you're fine. They never call me for that. I have weird little
It's
toes.
because you got ugly feet.
I do. I do.
Alright, so let's move on.
Whenever they're like, we should do some foot stuff, I'm like, we really don't have to. Like,
Like no, nobody wants.
You're like,
this.
Wow.
oh my God, I'm in a room full of honest dudes talking about my feet. What the fuck?
I broke both my little toes when I was like 14 in a water skiing accident, and now they like curl under. It looks weird.
That is the whitest thing
That's
I've ever
dude,
heard.
that's-
It was in Canada.
I was gonna make the
Even
same.
whiter.
I was gonna make the same fucking joke.
Gotta be quick, son. Gotta be quick.
That water ski joke, Playboy.
Yeah.
But isn't that like a fetish? Like, can't you find somebody that's in the little
Oh yeah,
curly little
there's
tabby?
somebody who's into everything.
There's somebody.
Yeah.
There's some Japanese.
Do you have
guy,
ugly toes?
Son, who's like coming up in this company who's ready to dump 50 G's.
Feet guys tend to be more particular.
And
What?
probably pay a bunch of money too.
Feet
Like,
guys tend to be more particular.
There's
What
a
you
whole,
should do is do your feet Japanese style and blur them out.
There's a whole fucking episode of King of the Hill about that.
Yeah, they're picky. They're annoying. They're like really pedantic.
If I ever one of the things that I'm working on,
That's the
hopefully
King
will
of the
take me to Tokyo, and if they do, I am buying underwear out of a machine just for the sake that I could do it. You know about that shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, the reality of it is, here's the fun part. You might not be let into the sex shops where you can buy underwear in a machine.
Why?
Yeah,
Because a lot of times they don't let Westerners into those shops.
yeah,
No shit.
Oh, yeah.
And
I already know I'm like excluded to half the country because of my tattoos.
Oh, more than half. So when you get the gig to Taste Tokyo, you're taking me with you, right?
Yeah, I built in. I've told people multiple times.
You're like,
I have the show
countries
built
don't
in.
want us there? You're like,
I always
yeah,
I always travel as a Canadian
Yeah,
for
no,
that.
dude,
reason.
yeah.
Oh, no.
They won't even
It's
let
about being white in Japan, not.
They won't even let me
Oh.
into your fucking country because of my DUIs.
She's American, dummy.
I'm a dual citizen.
Are you?
Yeah, my
Dummy.
My family's Canadian.
Where
Oh,
did
that's why
you
you're so polite.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in the U.S., but my parents are Canadian.
No, but like where in the U.S.?
Oh, I was born in Dallas, actually. I grew
Oh.
up in Colorado, in Boulder.
Your hair's not that big. I didn't think you were from Dallas.
No, I moved when I was small. I got away from that. My sister has
That
big
was a
hair.
big hair joke.
I get it.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I get it.
I mean, I'm not. She's not burning a hole in the ozone with her hairspray at the moment. So
Dude.
Dallas is the worst city in
It's
Texas.
Dallas is awful.
The worst city in Texas.
You can drive for like 3 hours. It's just like strip mall after TJ Maxx after strip mall.
Like
I-
I have an undying love for the state of Texas, and I'm not even like wasn't born there.
Yeah.
But I love my state. But Dallas is the fucking worst.
Okay.
I love that both of us are from Chicago. Neither one of us are like, yeah, Illinois.
No, I mean like I'm proud to be from
I mean,
Chicago.
it makes sense. The Cowboys are from there, so
Yeah, fuck
Like,
the Cowboys. Like I'm proud to be from Chicago, and I'll always rep the South Side. I'm like extraordinarily proud to have that like history in the
you're a
working
Southie.
class.
You seem like a Southie. I've never met a bad person from Chicago.
Yeah, no, like
Every
Oh, they definitely exist.
oh yeah,
and it's funny. My old roommate used to say. My old roommate Francesca used to say. She used to say, "Yeah," and they stay there.
yeah.
Okay?
That is also true.
Like the assholes stay there, but the good ones get out and they're like diplomats to other countries.
No, but, like well, I always say this, and you guys, if you know, do you know anybody from Chicago?
Yeah, I know about whom.
So since you guys aren't from there, but we're from there,
Yeah.
your Chicago friends, are your friends for life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
They're your Chicago
no.
friends are your ride or dies.
I know one shitty friend from Chicago. I had one shitty friend.
Oh,
from Chicago.
I got to hear about the shitty friend from Chicago because they're the rarity if you know them from outside of Chicago.
But would you agree with the ride or die
Yeah,
thing?
everything else, they're like my favorite people. Yeah. I went to college with this girl who was from Chicago. Her dad was with Chicago police.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's actually from the city. I was about to say she was from like
No,
fucking Naperville or some shit.
No, she's from like a shitty part of the city too. Like it was not a nice part of the city. I forget what it was called.
Yeah, you got to live to be a CPD. You have to live within your
It was
district.
Yep.
In Aurora, Illinois.
Oh, there's Aurora, Colorado too, which is also shitty.
That's
Yeah,
where
I
a
know.
shooting happened.
Right?
Yeah.
They murder people during Batman during that shit.
Yeah, ooh.
I went to the movies that night. Not at that theater. It was the one across town.
Here's the
Wait a
fun.
minute, you're his accomplice?
My dad called me afterwards. He's like, "Are you like?" I got out of like 20 missed calls. He's like, "What the fuck are you?" I was like, "I was seeing Ted. What's going on, man?"
Fuck that nerd
I was
shit.
like, "I'm pretty stoned. Like, are you? Do you need me to come home now?" No, I wish it was a cooler story. She was just kind of a bitch.
Oh,
I forget. She got really, really mad at me about something one time. I'm so
What's
sorry. I
it?
don't remember.
Yeah, I'll
I was
do
probably
it.
drunk and I don't remember the rest of the story.
the story of Kate Kennedy's life.
Sorry,
I was really drunk. I don't remember.
I hope you're doing well.
Does anybody want some of this?
I'm good.
Well,
Who are you?
You don't drink?
I know I have a lot left.
No, do the fucking shot.
Jesus.
Fucking queer.
I drank a bottle of lambic before I came over here.
I don't give a shit.
That's like all beer.
I know.
Listen,
Is that wine?
you
No, it's
women
beer.
want equal
It's fruit beer.
rights. You're gonna have equal responsibility. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Oh, Brocato's just going out of the bottle. I mean, he's only gonna be the only person to ever drink the Trader Joe's. Oh, he's doing it out of the cap. Cool.
Since you're being a fucking.
You know what's funny? I was just thinking about is like, what do you say? You're 22,
I'm 25.
25.
Yeah. No, she's not the 22-year-old I'm hollering at.
Oh, okay, 25. But you know what's like? I had an old guy moment when you were like talking about the thing. We were in high school when all three of us were in high school when Columbine happened.
Oh, bro, it was 420. I was ditching school that day.
I got kicked.
I was buying fucking blunt wraps at the liquor store when the fucking TV was like, the school's been taken over, and I was like,
Brocato, on mic.
so, and I was like, holy shit, and like literally went to my like with the blunt, and like I was buying candy. I was buying candy and blunt wraps, and fucking we went home, and like literally I showed up, and they were like I was like, dude, turn on the news, and like it had gone down. That's when I learned it was Hitler's birthday.
I got kicked out of my class because they were like, they was on all the TVs in our classroom, and then I went to the teacher because I'm me being the
Wait, you were in Columbine?
no. I was in
He's
high
the
school.
third shooter. He got away.
I was in high school, but no, like because it was the first time.
It's hard to run.
The first time it had ever happened. So we'd never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
But then when it happened and my teacher was like, I can't believe this. And I go, well, what if they deserved it?
So I wore a big blue jacket. And literally I got put on a list after that and then got brought into the office like three different times.
They rounded up all my friends.
yeah.
Did they do that shit at your
Oh,
high school?
dude, I did worse. I did the dumbest shit post Columbine. So I had loaned my fucking Israeli gas mask to a friend of mine. He brought it back to me at school. I thought it'd be a bright idea to put it on and wear it down the fucking hallway.
Jesus Christ.
It was the fastest walk I had across fucking school ever. Security is chasing me. I motherfuckers just freak out because, like, you know, I was the long-haired metalhead kid in the first place. Yeah, I wore a fucking leather trench coat in those days.
My whole point why I miss your fucking hair, all right? My point is you fucked with it. It was on its way to be this beautiful fucking whatever you want it to be, whatever you could sculpt it to be, and you cut it off. I get it, corporate life, I get it.
I would also like to preface to say that in no way, shape, or form do I condone school shootings. Like when I said, did they deserve it? I was a 17-year-old kid who like was a total fucking outsider.
No,
and so like
real quick, I got in trouble too for saying so they were talking about it, and there was this chick who was like, I don't want to name her name because I can't even remember exactly who it was, tell you the truth, but she was like, it is fucking bullshit. These people would come into the school and kill these people, and I was like, and I stood up and I literally was like, these fucking children came to a school with fucking bombs with projectiles, fucking weapons loaded to the teeth. I could only imagine the pain that they were in to be in the situation that they went that fucking hard.
That's what
I could only imagine. And I said something along the lines, and then I put my fingers on her forehead and did this.
I did not ever take it that far.
Brandon pushing the limits? Never.
I never took it that far.
Okay, like I was making a point, but I wound up in the fucking office and fucking listen. I feel so bad for the way I came at this fucking chick, but I just felt for those dudes. I was like, this is fucked up. Now, yes, in the long run, maybe I shouldn't have felt for them. But more importantly, I had been bullied before. I had been through that bullshit, so I fucking kind of
And that was kind of like the attitude that I had at the time was
dude.
like being in total like outsider culture of against, because we didn't have the story. We just knew that some fucking kids lost their shit, and we didn't have the story about it.
The trench coat mafia lost their shit.
Yeah, they just lost their shit, and like to any kid that was an outsider at the time, you're like, holy shit, these are like the movies. It's like Doom Generation,
right?
And you're like, what the fuck? We're seeing this happen. We're seeing like a rebellion of ideals or something. But we learned later on that it was totally fucked up and heinous and absolutely deplorable.
Yeah.
But at the time, you were like
Caught up.
all the shit that like we saw in movies and people wrote like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. You're like, this is happening.
Dude, all they wanted was a Pepsi.
Just one Pepsi, but she wouldn't give it to me. Just one Pepsi. Oh my god, yeah, it was hyper fucked up. Like, and then more bullying and more discrimination came because of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, absolutely. And I think this is a very important message to make to the American public, because like all 37 of them are listening right now.
Damn, you gotta fucking
No, when it comes
knock
down,
on your dude like that.
He does it every fucking time he's on the show. He's like, no one listens to this. I'm gonna do. I don't care about ruining my career. No one's listening
it
to this.
just pisses them off and makes them listen more.
No, it just pisses me off.
Yeah, that's a
Such a dick move, and yet I keep having you on. Like, I'm the fucking abused housewife here. Like, he'll be better next time. He'll treat me right next time.
he'll respect me.
He'll respect me. He'll respect the show next time. No, he'll just get drunker and talk more shit.
Man, I thought I was welcome tonight. Fuck.
You just saw yourself out.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
I am.
That's what abusers always say.
Please don't.
That's what abusers always fucking say.
don't see
I'm sorry, baby. It'll never happen again. It'll never happen again. I'll never treat you like that. I love you.
so much.
Right?
I only hit you because I love you.
Right? I only said those horrible things to you because I care so much and I want you to change.
I'm teaching you a lesson because you need to understand what it's like to be me.
Okay, now I'm getting wet. Can we stop?
That's that comedian timing.
Right?
Is it because I'm about to murder myself while you're away? Then I'm like, wow.
Still got it.
Grandma said one day a woman was gonna floor me.
This episode's all over the place.
What? They normally aren't?
This is a good one when you have the round table of
I know. I wish I would set up a fucking fourth mic. Fuck.
round table of
Okay,
ass.
I'm doing a good job sharing this one.
But yeah, Brandon's not doing a good job of using it.
I just love I'm still
I'm not that good at sharing and using people. Okay? Call me old fashioned.
Call me old fashioned. I'm a comedian who can't get on a microphone.
Sorry. Hey, I like missionary, okay? The spit really lands in their mouth right that way. Fucking
Okay,
call
again.
me.
I
Call
feel like
me.
I just said
Call
this.
me fucking guy.
Whoa, did Brandon just steal your material? What the
Really?
I did. I'm sorry.
Man.
Sorry, I didn't mean for your spit to land in my mouth and me to spit it out.
It's a pretty mutual mama bird kind of thing,
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
I do it. It's a
It's shared.
Is it all ropey? Like you just gotta rope it? Oh,
Yeah, you're not like, oh, that's wrong.
Yo, when you
like a
no, you gotta like hit the back of your throat enough with something.
oh
to
shit,
make
you're
it
like
really
facial
nice and-
abuse shit. That's
Dude,
not my style.
Are you aiming for the little dangly thing in the back of their throat?
The uvula?
Yeah,
no,
that's
I'm
it.
talking with my throat, not somebody else's.
Oh no, I'm saying with your stringy spit. Like, are you like? Is that the bullseye?
No, the bullseye's like in your throat,
Yeah.
like down, like.
so like
you're,
Like that.
you're like trying to fucking.
You're
trying to
the
hit down
clavicle.
here.
She's trying to fucking like destroy the Death Star. Got it.
Yes, exactly.
so like do you want me to like
I did run into John Stagliano, who's the founder of Evil Angel, like last
big
year
fan.
at AVN. Yeah, great
Yeah,
dude, great fucking
love
dude.
man.
We were talking, and he's like, "So what kind of porn do you watch?" And I didn't know this. So I was like, "Sometimes I just put on the audio from facial abuse. I just listen because I like it when they cry."
Dude, that's a great answer. That's super fucking
Oh,
funny.
he grabbed my name tag. He's like, "Who's your agent?" Like,
Dude, that's butt man, bro.
yeah, right.
Dude, like that guy was one of the first fucking actors to contract the HIV, but still be a like owner in the field
Yeah.
and like stay relevant and do his whole thing. And actually, I don't like I don't follow it too hardcore. I did hear that Nacho is actually clean and that it was a false positive.
It wasn't.
It wasn't?
No.
Who's Nacho?
Nacho Vidal.
Oh, this
So
is
it's
a
an
whole thing.
actual?
Yeah, no, he's
I heard-
positive.
I heard he was
No,
negative.
no.
I don't know who I believe here. The comedian or the comedian who actually works in porn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So believe me, fuck you.
I'm sorry.
So is it, for your material,
Yeah.
does it weigh a lot on porn or?
Yeah, I tried
Really?
it. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, and people
Come
like,
on, you're better than that.
come on.
No, I'm just
clearly
challenging
not.
you.
There's
I'm
a
just
lot-
challenging you. Yes,
No,
you
I
are.
do. I challenge myself to write like clean material, but like
Oh no, we don't want clean material. We just want.
No, I just wanna know,
non-porn
is
material.
like-
I challenge myself to write non-porn stuff, and I do non-porn stuff. It's usually my like gotcha because it just makes people stand up in their seats really quick.
Yeah, sure.
And like a lot of times, especially like I'm the only woman on like a bill full of dudes.
Yeah.
Like it very often if I'm booked on a show, I'm the only female comedian. And so like, and I'm also small and blonde, and like I get up there and it just looks super obvious that I fucked the booker, and that's the only reason why I'm on this show.
Did you fuck the booker?
No, I've never
of
fucked
course
the booker.
not.
I've
No,
never
dude,
fucked the booker ever.
No, time out.
Brandon fucks the booker.
Here's the true story. The booker is in love with her. Okay,
Yeah. Always.
the booker wants her to do the show so bad, and he's like, "Look, there's just a bunch of dudes. We're just looking for some like female whatever." And they're like, "She's a porn star, so she's gonna be a slut." Nah, these sluts ain't sluts. They're fucking business sluts. There's a difference, all right?
you.
No, don't thank me.
Hey, Brandon. So you're gonna
Thank your mother. That's who raised
Brandon.
you. Okay?
Brandon, are you gonna offer a spot on your show now?
What? Dude, I already told you. You told me she did like big time shows. I said I got a workout room she can do. But
Which is fine with me. I'm playing at a rehab center tomorrow night, so it's totally fine.
So I would. What? Whoa. Are they doing an intervention for you? What are you doing at a rehab center?
No, they do a comedy show at a rehab center over in Beverly Hills, like once.
yeah, and they pay because
pay,
yeah,
yeah.
of course they do because fucking rehab.
This is Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Because if that was in fucking Boyle Heights, they wouldn't be
Hey,
paying.
look, these rich people that aren't gonna quit doing drugs really need you to entertain them for like 6 hours while they fucking figure out the way they're gonna escape and go do more drugs. And you're like, cool, what are you paying? They're like $300. Like, really? That's great. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I get it. I get it. You know, it's not easy being a comedian. Comedy is pissing people off.
How many years have you been doing it?
5.
How many years have you been doing it?
It's my first year still.
So you guys like, do you believe in the whole thing of
I'm a baby.
it takes
Yeah.
like 10 years?
I'm a baby.
Yeah.
I'm 5 years. Dude, 5 years ago, I was doing this shit for free as a bartender.
Yeah.
You know, and I was doing this shit and like fucking, I had a buddy who, okay, so my mentor, his name's Shannon McLennan. He's a fucking gangster. This motherfucker met me at a party. I was dressed as Jesus Christ. It was like a Halloween.
That's what you
party.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm amazed you aren't dressed as Jesus right now.
I don't have the outfit with me, but it's okay.
It's not under your clothes like fucking
I
Spider Man.
Jesus like that, but more importantly, I always play him like the boss's son. You know, like, do you know who my father is? Like, I'll turn you into a leper, motherfucker. You know, like Donald Trump Jr. kind of. Like that's how I played.
Got to get in there. Number 2.
And fucking, I met this dude hammered one night as Jesus. So then, like 2 years later, I had nothing to do on a Friday night, and I'm gonna admit this to your audience right now. I had nothing to do on a Friday night. I was such a nerd, dude. I called a bunch of people. They were all working. I'm working bars. I'm a bartender, and fucking I don't know what to do on a Friday night. Like I'm old. So I go on Facebook to events, right? And my buddy was throwing a comedy show, and I went to the comedy show, and it was like at like my neighborhood bar, and I show up and fucking I sit down next to this dude, and I'm like, "What's up? How you doing?" He's like, "Brandon," and I'm like,
Jesus. That was
and I literally was like, "Who the fuck are you?" I had no idea who this guy was. I had to like play it off being cool, and then like. He kind of was like, yeah, he was talking about my neighbor. So I knew that he knew me through my neighbor. And like, we were going through this whole thing. And then I kind of narrowed it down to this fucking, you know, party where I was playing Jesus fucking Christ. And in the end, he was just like, dude, yeah, man, you were fucking hilarious that night. And he like started following me and shit. And he was like, do you do comedy? And I just looked at him and I was like, bro, I don't fucking whore myself out to the public like you fucking losers. And he just started laughing and he was like, dude, you're a bartender. And like a ton of bricks, it hit me. And I was like, I do whore myself out to the public for literally nothing. And like, after that, motherfucker was like, come to my show and do fucking sets. And I started doing sets and kind of learned how to do the whole thing. And then I've been doing it, but I concentrate more on writing these days. And
Yeah, because I always wonder about like when people say that it takes 10 years to become like a full blown. Because what I do,
it takes some people longer.
What I do, it takes. I will tell anybody, that any kid that wants to come and start writing for a living, is like, if you want to do this, you are going to eat shit for 10 years.
Yeah,
you're going to.
Hey, guess what? If you want to be a podcaster, we can do that shit tomorrow.
Oh my god,
it requires no talent.
Listen,
Believe me.
Listen,
I
want all 3,745,000 listeners.
Now he's just mocking me. Now he's just fucking mocking me.
Because I think about like that 10,000 hours thing, and you're like,
the 15 that were added in that time, and every fucking time we get better.
You hit like the first because like I started doing it last year because my first anal scene got canceled. I had a free night.
Oh,
dude. I know, because the guy said I wasn't pretty enough to be on his site. I know, and like I feel like maybe my face was not the focal point of that movie.
So what would it take you to get that footage
of that show?
Yeah.
Oh, I have it.
So you own it.
Oh yeah, I have the footage of that show. Yeah.
No, the anal scene didn't happen.
The anal scene?
Yeah.
Oh
no, it got canceled.
It got canceled, Brandon.
Canceled. I was supposed to shoot
Brandon.
it the next day.
Oh, you didn't.
I didn't even
actually
shoot it. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I shot it. I did it
I'm
later.
so naive.
I did it later. The guy that ended up, dude, so you know what happened? So that joke ended up being like the crux of my whole set, right? So I go to the Comedy Store and I do this set and I open for Jamie Kennedy and like on a Saturday night and like it fucking kills.
I have a question about this. How do you get to be a year into comedy and get to open for somebody at the Comedy Store?
That was my first show ever doing comedy. That was like my first time ever doing stand-up.
Don't kill yourself, Brandon. Please don't kill yourself.
No, I'm just
Brandon, if you're gonna kill yourself, do it outside. I don't want to clean up your body.
I'm just
in the ballet room. Does it make you feel any better?
No, I've never done Comedy Store. And tell you the truth, I've avoided
the microphone.
I've avoided Comedy Store for a long time because personally,
it's super clicky.
No, it's super.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon, also you can't stay on mic. No wonder they're not fucking booking you at the goddamn Comedy Store.
Sorry. Like, no, listen, the problem is that I'm not trying to fucking like find my way in that way. Yet look at her. She's cute. They're like, she has it without talking. When you have it without talking, if you can actually talk, you're worth your weight in platinum.
Well, on top of that, Jamie Kennedy's not trying to fuck you. I'm sure Jamie Kennedy was trying to fuck Kate.
Wait,
he wasn't, but his agent was really nice to me afterwards.
Wait, who's Jamie Kennedy?
Jamie Kennedy Experience. He was in Scream.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bro.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah. That
He was in a relationship with Sophie D for a while.
yeah, that dude who was.
Oh, he was? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
dude
that was
who,
a whole
like,
thing.
In the 2000s, he wore like a tracksuit and was
Yeah.
that dude sucks. Holy shit.
But apparently, the guy who represents that guy wants to fuck Kate.
He just said something nice about me afterwards. But anyways, so that joke became about my first anal scene, became like the core of my material for the next like 8 months, right? So I finally did it. I booked my first
Nothing
paid
like a core
show.
built out of anal, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I built my whole life on anal sex. Like, to be real, like my entire career is built around my butthole. But so I went and did that set in Vegas, and a representative from that porn company was in the audience and heard it and called my agent. And my agent calls me like a week later. He's like, "Kate, did you tell that joke?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You've heard that joke?" And he's like, "Well, the owner, like the CEO's on the phone, like and he's calling
they're
me."
all pissed.
No, he was like, because the guy that said that got ousted. So he's like profusely apologizing, begging me to pull the joke, offering to hire me. And I was like, this is so fucking great. Like, this is the best thing ever. And he was super, super nice. Like, he never said I did end up working for them, which was awesome. Like, comedy heals all wounds. Like,
Doesn't heal torn buttholes, but it does most wounds.
he bought me flowers.
Sure it does. Absolutely. Like, if you
When was the last time you tore your butthole, Brandon?
the great chicken wing incident of fucking 2019.
So what Brandon's saying is he's about to blow his asshole out later from not so hot wings.
I mean, you can't give me that question without.
So if you get to bring it back to this,
I took one of the greatest shits I've taken in the last week, and I literally looked at that fucker, and I seriously want to take a picture of it and share it on Facebook.
Did you name it Matt? What the fuck? Fuck you.
You're just proud of something that you create, and you're like, you know what? I want to share this with the world. But
I mean, I did film myself making clam chowder last night, so.
oh, you did?
Oh yeah.
Was it good?
Oh no, it was just a can of clam chowder that I just.
Oh, I thought you were making it.
No. I just drunkenly at 2:15 in the morning was singing to a can of clam chowder on my stove.
Nice.
So I was proud of something I made. Well, opened a can and put it and hid it.
So if you get the chance to go to the Comedy Store, you don't want to go there, or you do?
no, I would go. I would listen.
He'd be a goddamn liar if he said he wasn't.
Well, no,
listen. So here's the thing about the Comedy Store: is the Comedy Store is a place for acts that have always been incredible to kind of resurface and kind of refine their way. You can suck up, join the cast, be a fucking a door guy, or work the bar and work your way up through there, which is like a common way that people do it. Otherwise, you can also just be a force to be reckoned with. And that's kind of what I choose to do. Like every time I go to the fucking store, I just see a bunch of people that are there to be seen. And I tell you the truth, I'm like, I don't want to be seen here. I don't want any of these motherfuckers.
I'm listening. I just got to piss really bad.
So I do my own fucking thing. And y'all motherfuckers listening who know me fucking. I don't give a flying fuck, dude. You don't like me?
So, Kate, I don't know if you're aware of this. So, Brandon is the voice of. I told you about the redacted episode, right?
Yes.
That's the voice of the redacted episode.
Okay, very cool. Nice to meet you.
Also, mind behind it. Okay, I still had to process her responses
Clearly.
and deliver it. That's kind of a big deal, but whatever.
He's very modest too. Very, very modest.
I got that vibe immediately. Yeah. Anyone that dresses up like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, it's the height of modesty.
Yeah.
I mean, he's my favorite Jew.
I'm right fucking here, man.
Sorry.
I'm hurt.
Sorry.
Isn't your second? What about Bernie?
Oh, no. First off, okay. Bernie is definitely my favorite Jew.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
He's wearing a Bernie shirt right now.
Nice.
I'm actually fairly certain if he's wearing underwear, they are Bernie boxers.
Get that in, there's a store that makes those in Las Vegas.
No, I just got off the internet.
Okay.
I just saw it. I was like, yes, you. I like. Okay, so I do a lot of Bernie material.
Yeah.
I'm kind of misogynistic, but like in the nicest way possible. And like I like to ride that line.
Yeah.
You know, I've never raped anybody in my life, so I'm not afraid of the Me Too movement.
Good for
So
you.
yeah, no. Good for fucking women, okay?
It sounds like
I'm not a fucking fan. But my question is also, ladies, like, do you want men to be like, can I kiss you now? Or do you want men to like grab you by your hair and fucking make out with you the way that you fucking want to? You know, like my question is, where do you draw the line and where do we fucking separate this shit? Because like I get where you're coming from.
I mean, I used to teach like extreme edge play BDSM classes.
Yeah, so like super teasing.
Like how do you establish consent for something that's like objectively really dangerous and fucked up?
See that?
Like how do you like go into it and be like, look, I basically like want you to.
That's just basic advertising. I mean, like.
But how do you establish consent beforehand, but still make it hot? Like, how do you work through it? Yeah, because there's totally a way to do it.
It's like backroom casting couch where you're like, oh, these chicks are fucking first timers. Those bitches signed those contracts before they ever fucking did the thing.
True.
It's all acting.
They are first timers though. And they get a higher rate.
No. Of course, yeah, it's your first time. The first one's always baller status. Then it's like, no, bitch, you only make $2,000, and then it like goes down. That's
Brandon, no one's making $2,000.
No one's making $2,000. Well, I've done scenes over.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
you're not doing a vanilla boy girl scene for $2,000.
We're not all fucking women like you.
No one's paying me $2,000 for anything.
Okay.
No one's paying most girls in the industry $2,000 for anything.
Yeah,
unless you're Riley Reid, who, by the way, has an enormous billboard outside of my Pilates studio.
That's gotta be a little weird.
I walked out of Pilates this morning and I like looked up and it's Riley Reid and it says read every day and then underneath it says readmylips.com, which is her porn site.
That's fucking
She's a
great.
giant billboard.
Nikki Benz has a giant billboard in Beverly Hills too.
Time
Yeah.
out. Can
What really?
Yeah.
we have a moment of silence for fucking Riley Reid not getting a tit job? God damn, girl, your tits are perfect. There is nothing better than a woman who has beautiful little titties that doesn't fucking ruin them. Can we get a fucking moment of silence? Can I get a hallelujah? One hallelujah.
I like big fake tits.
I also like big fake titties.
I don't even know who Riley Reid is.
We're asking about tits, not about Riley Reid.
Oh, well, I
You
mean,
like big fake tits with scars and everything?
Oh, yeah.
I think Riley Reid's body is gorgeous.
The worst scars ever.
Oh, I want zippers under them.
Oh,
yeah.
bro, dude.
I mean, I
Are
want.
you sure you're not a Raider fan? You like C-sections too? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, I know she
you
fucks.
are one foul human being. You,
I mean, it's much easier to take my abortion out if there's already a zipper.
That was in the basement. It was
Like, I
good.
just-
It was good. Yeah, I'm not denying it wasn't good, but that was a.
it's like that's a choice group of people. They're gonna find that hilarious.
Luckily, most of them are at this table.
I should be one of them, and I was like, people are listening.
When you fucking hit him in the low one,
When Brandon's like, I'm not sure I would say that one on the internet, Matt. Oh.
I mean,
And Now We Drink is brought to you by the lowest common denominator on the
oh
internet.
man, that was.
Trader Joe's spiced whiskey.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, it can't all be high class
I
here.
know it's clearly.
I mean, it's actually very rarely high class. It's high class whiskey, low class humor.
And tonight it's not either of those things.
I think it's always low class fucking humor and
Roach class.
low class fucking goddamn whiskey. Because let's be honest, it's all fucking 40%. Okay, Like,
92, dog. 92.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It's like I'm in
tastes
love.
like cinnamon.
It definitely does not taste like cinnamon.
I was drinking scotch in a parking lot the other night. It was really fun.
Do tell.
I was staying up for the Tottenham game because one of my agents is a big soccer fan because he's British. Football. Oh yeah, man, they were correcting me all night. I was like, but it's soccer though, right?
Lean into the mic, Brandon.
But it's soccer. Don't tell him I said that because he books me and he makes me money. So don't tell him I
You
said
do realize this is being recorded,
I know
right?
he doesn't care. But they're like, yeah, we're gonna stay up until 4:00 in the morning when the game is on. And I was like, and he's like, we're gonna drink in the parking lot until the bar opens. And I was like, cool. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna stay until like 3. There's no possible way I'm gonna watch this game. Like no fucking way. Am I gonna stay up? And I didn't. I got super super drunk, fell asleep in my Uber, and like was surprised when I got home.
Dude,
But it was good scotch.
It probably ended 0-0. They probably didn't dude. They tie in soccer. You know why Americans call it soccer?
Why?
Because what happens when you soccer? She flops on the ground and cries like a little bitch. All right.
Jesus.
No.
Bro.
No. Hold on. Time out. You know why they like to call it football? Why? Because they use their feet in other countries? Shouldn't you call it fucking feet ball? Because in American football, the one guy who kicks the ball kicks it with one foot. Football.
But you can mostly only kick a ball with one feet. If you try to kick with both, you'll generally fall over.
Well, not if you're a really good like Spanish soccer player and you can do it over your head. And
That's still with 1 foot, Brandon.
But about 99% of soccer football kicks are made with a singular
Kate,
foot.
And you should
Kate.
call it feet ball.
Kate.
Okay. You
Brandon's
use
not so
both-
good at the physics.
You use both feet.
I'm not really into
Just for me, I would have left that soccer joke in my drafts.
Right? Well, Dr. Brocato is into the Trader Joe's directly out of the bottle moments.
yeah, Dr. Taco Brocato is just fucking like, fuck it.
All 97,000 fans are going to totally unfriend me tonight on Twitter.
The one,
unfriend you.
He doesn't. He only has a Twitter.
Twit me. I don't care.
He literally only has a Twitter because I made him make one.
I
Twitter followers.
I don't care.
He literally created one because I forced him to make one and has never used it.
No, I had it. I wrote tweet one time. I was like, tweet.
I cleared mine out. I completely zeroed
I
mine.
use Twitter all the time to test that stuff.
Well, yeah, you post nudes.
But I don't post that many news, and I don't tweet hardcore anymore, actually.
Like 3 days ago, you posted.
I keep forgetting your
Okay, I posted one because it was.
that you were fucking headbanging.
Yeah.
You were headbanging to sex.
Yes, because it's this scene and it's
hardcore.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, he has his hand like in my hair, just banging my head up and down, and then like we stop and start laughing and making out and like wrestling, and it's adorable. Like it goes from like 11 to like 0 in 5 seconds, and it's so cute.
I was just really amused at both of
Why she listens to
And
facial
technically-
abuse with the sound off.
Technically, it's softcore. There's no penetration.
It sounds.
Well, I'm just
It's not about the penetration, and never was. It's about the power and the release of it.
Yes.
That's what makes everything fucking sexy.
But
what
the
you-
video is softcore.
What you just
see-
described sounds like that scene in Zack and Miri at the end. When they're fucking on the potato, like the popcorn sacks or whatever. Like, that was beautiful.
That's actually my favorite movie about porn. I think it's the most realistic. That's what most people that I know in porn are like. They're just bumbling around.
Oh yeah, it's pretty
Seth
accurate.
Rogen, yeah.
Pretty accurate.
Over fucking what was the
What, Boogie Nights?
yeah.
Boogie Nights is great.
I mean, Boogie Nights is great if we were ancient.
I don't like knowing because apparently everyone was really mean to Nina Hartley on that set, and that makes me really sad.
Right.
Every time I watch it, I just think about how everyone's
How can you be mean to Nina Hartley?
fucking right, dude. I know she's like the nicest person ever, and apparently all the like big time actors like treated her like she was shit.
Well,
Nina Hartley.
Which is
Yeah,
garbage.
It was the 70s. It was a whole other time.
the movie was not set in the 70s. I mean, the movie was set in the 70s. It was not
It was
filmed
made
in the 70s.
90s. Yeah.
Wait.
Boogie Nights. She was the
were
wife.
mean to her?
She was the wife who got banged in front of the party.
First off, the entire person who
Get on the mic.
the entire crowd was supposed to hate her.
Right, but
because
they're not supposed to be in real life.
No,
it's
I
acting.
know, I understand that, but listen, directors, people who are making movies, they want everyone to hate this character so much that they lead them to do this. It wasn't that she was getting played, it was that she had to play the person who was literally getting fucked in a driveway. I was like, come on, Hal. Like, she was like,
Whoa,
"Dude, like, fuck off."
Brandon, can you reenact the whole scene for us?
Either way.
Come on, I want to see your acting chops.
Either way, you want to see the fucking
You and Bobby can reenact it. Come
No,
on.
I'm not interested.
yeah. I don't even want to do this.
I can't suggest that him and Kate reenact it. That's wrong.
It's nothing worse than a fucking Jewish guy with power telling you what to do.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, just
Am I on my way?
nothing worse.
Wait a minute.
What did they do when Bernie went?
Okay, Harvey.
Are you suggesting that I'm on my way to Bellevue right now?
The good ones.
Man,
Damn. He's like, you got heart palpitations before you go to Rikers, bitch.
fucking
Dude, oh my
Brandon's
God.
snapping off with the non-PC
Oh my God.
jokes.
Listen, he'll live through the night. He'll live through the night, and it'll be his turn, dude. It'll be his turn. It's going down.
I hate you so much.
Because he wasn't talking to them like he was like, oh, it'll be his turn.
It'll be his turn. It'll be his turn.
You can just dub over his.
I know. I'm gonna have to.
Like you guys even want me here, Jesus. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and jump off the balcony. Listen, it was a great time. Thank you for having me over. Thank you.
All 10 of you that heard this.
Oh my God.
It's so depressing that only 10 people are going to hear Brandon's suicide note.
First off, it's 37 million.
Hey, but that might be a spike in ratings.
I hope.
Hey,
People
Anything
like
for more
Betty's
downloads.
birth
you're
suicides.
welcome. You're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna go kill myself
Don't worry. Any other future episodes with Brandon Brocato will be played by Kate Kennedy.
I did a pretty good
Redacted.
impression. I've only known him for like 20 minutes, but I think I can do it.
I got a lot of audio you can hear.
Oh, great. There is some nuance there.
I mean, a
He's
little.
a complicated man.
It's a little bit of nuance. Not very
now.
complicated.
Annoying. I'm sorry.
You're only being annoying because you're not on mic.
I'm like literally trying not to be at this point. I'm just like, just Brandon, shut up.
I mean, he's trying not to be on mic actively. He's actively trying to talk off mic just to make me fucking crazy.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
I I think we made Brandon a little self-conscious.
No, I just, this voice doesn't sound like this on its own, bro. You gotta work at this.
You got to get cancer somehow.
Hey,
I just live in LA. I live next to the freeway. That'll do it.
Right?
It's not that hard.
Oh, I know. I live right there, too. It's a race to see which one of us dies first.
I know. I live closer, so.
Do you really? I don't
Do.
think...
My building is right next to the freeway.
So's mine.
No, mine's like the first one.
Oh.
So how long of a walk was it to get over here?
I mean, if I had walked, which I wouldn't because I don't want to die, unlike some people.
Oh, God, Brandon, don't jump.
It's about a quarter mile. It's really close.
Okay.
I could walk, but this is like one of the, I think this is probably one of the highest density homeless populations outside of downtown in LA. This little strip right here is quite.
But if you got to cross the 101 at the wrong place, yeah.
Yeah. Which you pretty much do because you've got Sunset or Fountain and you don't really want to go over either of those. Yeah.
I don't even think about it because I'm gigantic.
Yeah, I mean, I have to think about it all the time. I feel like guys here think about it too, more so than in other places. Like
I don't.
Really?
No.
I have a lot of guy friends that won't walk at night either.
What fucking pussies?
I mean, I once woke up to not just the guy masturbating in a dumpster. I once woke up to a guy shooting bottle rockets onto the 101 at cars.
That's fucking funny.
At like 8:00 in the morning, just like hysterically laughing.
That's funny.
Well, yeah, would you not be laughing if you were doing that?
That's fucking funny.
I mean, it was like it started at like 6. I kept hearing these booms, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like my dog is freaking out. Finally, like, I look outside, and he's literally like launched. I called 911. And I was like, I think this is an emergency. This looks like it would be an emergency. Like, this could be really bad if this hits one because it's about to be rush hour. And they're like,
well, they'll be going like
God.
5 miles an hour. They can't get into an accident at that point.
The only time I've ever seen the LAPD come, like, when you called them.
Well, that's why you tell them that he's shooting a gun at the 101. You were just confused.
I told him I thought it was bottle rockets, but it could have been something else. I was like, it looks like bombs. I just made it. You have to make it really dramatic. If you call the Hollywood Police Department, it goes to voicemail.
No, I moved. Before I lived in Austin, I lived in New Orleans. I get it.
Oh, yeah, you get it.
I get it. New Orleans is the worst run city in America.
I don't know. St. Louis is a thing.
Oh,
St.
dude. Let's reflect on New Orleans in the last 6 months. They built a fucking gigantic hotel. It fell apart from the inside,
And they
killing people.
They posted a goddamn snuff clip.
Yeah, they killing people. They still can't go into the fucking building. There is a dead person hanging off of it months later that they covered with a fucking tarp.
Jesus.
In Mardi Gras is going on right now.
Yeah.
And
So they put beads on the corpse?
yeah, today's Lundi Gras. Wait, is it Monday or Tuesday?
Today's Monday.
Well,
Okay, today's
in New Orleans, it's barely Monday.
No, tomorrow's Mardi Gras. So
Tomorrow's
today's-
Mardi Gras Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 people died this year in parades.
Oh, man, my mom's going to ask me what I'm giving up for Lent.
What are you giving up for Lent, Kate?
Catholicism.
Solid play.
I gave it up like 10 years ago.
It's just your annual thing you just give up for Lent?
Just giving it up forever. I used to give up stuff that I didn't want to do when I was a kid. Like one time I gave up tuna noodle casserole,
Ugh.
which I hate.
Yeah, that shit's gross.
So I was like, Mom, you can't make it all of Lent because I told God I would give it up. There's always like one smartass be like, I'm giving up homework.
Giving up this.
No, you're not fucking not, Steven. Get over it.
See, I'm a Jew. I don't have to deal with that shit.
It's Catholicism, man.
I grew up in it too. I get it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. From Chicago. That makes sense. And you're not Jewish. So
Yeah, I didn't. I was telling them earlier. I didn't know a Jewish person until I was like 20.
I didn't either. Actually, because I grew up in Colorado, which is super, super white. To the point where like there was one Korean kid in my class. And until like 3rd grade, I thought he was black. Because I'd never seen a black person. I didn't know.
No, I
Like all I knew was that Joey was like a little darker than us. So that's what I thought. And then we went to prom together later. So it worked out.
And
Did he
like,
get some on prom?
No, but he did.
Fucking prude. He put out on prom? Well, because he was black? You asshole.
He was Korean.
Whatever. It was your town. I'm going by their parameters.
I,
You have sex with this Korean?
No, it was not. No, I got
You
stood
like
up for prom.
cuttlefish?
I got stood up for the prom, and he called like he also didn't have a date, and we'd been really good friends since like kindergarten. And I was like so upset. I was
Okay,
crying.
Now I feel like an asshole.
I lost like I bought a
Now?
dress.
Now you feel like an asshole.
You know, like the guy asked me, called me like 3 days before, and he's like, hey, sorry, like I actually have this girlfriend Emily, and I'm gonna take her to the prom instead. I was like, cool.
Well, no, you definitely should have had public sex with the guy you did take to be like, this could have been you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like you
Different
should put
times,
out,
man.
like, Dude,
different times, like what, 6 years ago?
And you couldn't like.
It was like 10 years ago.
You're 25.
Yeah, it was almost 10 years ago. This was in like 2011.
This is the problem with America. They treat women. They're like, yeah, like don't be a fucking slut. Fuck that. You should be a slut. You should have fucking sex. Go for it. Have fucking sex.
I believe Kate has sex.
I do have sex. I was having sex at that point, but Joey and I have just always been friends. And he called me and he was like, hey, like I heard you got, and he's like, you want to go with me as friends? Like I'd love to take you and it'd be really fun. And we ended up having a great time. We polka'd. We didn't have sex, but we polka'd. And we did get really drunk.
Jesus,
I mean, you
it's
should-
so white.
It was super white.
Super
It's
white.
from
So
Colorado.
Give him like a little bit of sex. Jesus Christ.
I think he's happily married now, actually. And Nick has a used couch business. So everyone ended up where they were supposed to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Remember,
I believe I said on the last.
not supposed to be having always the best.
Okay. I believe I said on your last appearance, like you definitely should go have sex in his used house business.
You did say this, actually.
Yes, I stand by that
Yeah,
suggestion.
you did. Yeah.
Yeah, where I grew up wasn't necessarily white. It's just the South Side is very like,
I've seen Shameless.
Segregated.
huh?
I've seen Shameless.
They shoot that shit in my old neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, what's fucked up is the address they list for the house in Shameless is a North Side address.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they say blah 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 North.
Yeah. Oh, well,
They shoot it on the South Side, but
no,
the
but there's Norths and Souths and
Dude, you sound like a Trump supporter trying to take down a Bernie bro. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
oh, it's Chicago North Side versus South Side is a
But
huge
what does
thing.
it have to do with anything?
it's inaccurate.
No, for us it's a huge deal.
Dude, I'm-
There is no North on the
Where
South Side.
Yeah, there is when like how
LA.
like you can have like a north side
Do
of
you
the
live here
street.
now?
I've
No,
lived here my whole
there
life.
are no North addresses on the South Side.
No, I'm from Santa Monica.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If you are south of Madison, there are no North addresses.
We always would say the north side of the street or whatever.
Yeah, North side of the street. It does. It is not.
The street it's like Wilson North. It starts with a W.
Chicago fight. Go.
Okay, we're not gonna bore like the one
Wallace.
person.
It's North Wallace.
Clash of the
Well, no, that's 100%. Like when we say like Wallet, like I grew up literally. My aunt lives on Wallace Avenue,
Right.
and so like Wallace is where
I remembered that.
100%. So like when Nick North Wallace, you can that's totally acceptable.
That's what
You can. It's totally acceptable because Wallace is a really long street.
but you can't take our freedom.
Anyhow, so where I was going with that is like the South Side is you're either Irish,
Yeah.
Polish, Mexican, or black. That's it, or Italian.
Or Italian.
That's it. Like, if you say you're like a Jewish person on the south side of Chicago, he's not. He's from the north side.
Yeah, well, obviously a
But-
liar.
Like the south side is super
No, I'm definitely from the
crazy,
North Side.
working class. Like, I'm 100%
Well-
Irish. My grandparents are from
Yeah.
Ireland.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
as well, yeah.
you can definitely be a Jew from the South Side, Maxwell Street, dog.
Yeah, but I mean that's a really small like.
What he's saying is that they're
Window.
insular communities.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They're
whoa.
like second
Whoa.
generation.
Chicago is super segregated.
Yeah.
Super segregated.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's like
Every
yeah.
country.
Not like Chicago though, dude.
No, not like Chicago.
Like, yeah, like my neighborhood when I was growing up. So I'm from a neighborhood called Canaryville, and I'm from 7 blocks south of where the White Sox play, and it is literally a neighborhood full of you either came up from the Great Migration of the South, or everyone is Irish.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, you see those crime movies where it's a fucking guy in a scally cap drinking Dunkin' Donuts on the corner,
Yeah,
and you roll up and you go, "Hey, what's up?" I'm Brandon Brocato. Somebody goes, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Well, I'm from California." You're like, "Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
dude."
I wouldn't be there, you know?
Like straight if you went so I told this I think the last time that I was on the podcast, to give you guys context, if you go to a bar in the neighborhood that I grew up in, if the 4 of us are sitting there, in 5 minutes somebody will come up and be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Who are you?" Like they will get to the point to go, "You're with me," and I'll go, "Well, I moved away like a long time ago, but I'm so and so's kid and nephew."
Yeah.
They will get it out of you because if not, if I wasn't there for the pedigree, they will fucking either fight you or kick you out.
No, listen.
Is that any kind of bullshit?
No, I told the story last time we were on about the dudes that like chased us out of Canaryville, and we were afraid it was going to be a gunfight.
Listen, I get it. And I really love that kind of progressiveness. I really do. Hold on, time out. I really do.
Finally-
I love that. I love it. I really do. Like, it's like 30 years we've been this way, and this is the way it is. I love being in those situations to just find that way in where they're like, where they make an exception for me. And I'm like,
like,
and I'm like, oh, I guess we're not all that bad. He goes, I guess we're not. And you're like, hey, I don't know. Maybe you just been thinking one way for 30 fucking years. That doesn't make you a fucking terrible person. It just means that's the way it is. And like, really, like, logical thought, love will always trump hate, dude.
He's from California.
He is a long-haired fucking hippie.
He's a hesher.
Dude, I am. I actually hate disco.
I do too.
Oh,
Hashtag Hesher life.
I can't wait till you two get divorced.
I do have that disco sucks t-shirt. I know I'm on the wrong side of history with that one, but I've wanted it since I was like 15 and I saw Freaks and Geeks. I've wanted one ever since, and I finally found a t-shirt place.
How are you on the wrong side of history on that?
Oh, because that rally was like super shitty and like.
But it was in Chicago, so it's fine.
Yeah, I thought.
What?
The Disco Sucks rally was in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, you
was.
mean disco demolition?
Yeah, the disco demolition.
My
yeah.
dad was there.
That's really fucking rad.
My
Although
dad-
it was that there were some really negative undercurrents to that.
Like, look,
I just
here's-
don't like disco music. It's
Here's the thing. Look,
Rose-colored glasses on that history.
look,
I just thought the t-shirt was cool when Jason Segel wore it. Like I wanted one too.
look, I'm not gonna get into like
This pet rock shit.
a dude and I who I'm friends with who's a very like proud gay dude is like, look, I feel like disco is a representation of like minorities and people out of marginalized communities, and it was their music getting popular versus like the patriarchy and all that shit. I get that, and I fully understand. But let me just be honest. The guy who fucking did that shit, Steve Dahl, was a rock and roller who was like, that shit just sucks. Let's listen to Led Zeppelin and smoke weed.
Yeah, yeah, and that was the original ethos behind it, which I am behind. Yeah,
Like my old man and like the dudes, like, I'm not saying that I didn't grow up around problematic culture because I
Yeah.
did, but most of the people that I know are just like honest fucking weed smoking like Harley dudes.
Yeah.
Who just think that fucking anything that's not like, they don't give a shit about whatever it is that you're about. But the fact is, like, if you're not playing fucking Black Sabbath and fucking rolling joints, it just ain't for them.
Go Bernie. Like, hey, play Sabbath and roll joints. Go Bernie.
Please go pee and stop being off mic, Brandon.
But yeah, like my dad was there.
yeah,
I-
that's rad though. It would have been a cool moment, and like
That was
it
that-
was a big event.
Yeah, like
for
it was
sure.
a double header. My old man was there. My uncle was
Yeah.
there.
I mean,
my dad has the Disco Sucks T-shirt.
Your dad actually went to Wrigley?
No, it was at Sox fucking Park,
I
dude.
thought it was at Wrigley.
No, it was a Sox double header, dude.
We've had this debate too about this.
The way I'm telling you, you don't have to Google it. I can tell you everything.
Yeah, there's a t-shirt.
Okay,
store
you're right.
There's a t-shirt store here that still makes those t-shirts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get one,
yeah, you're right. I'm right.
Yeah, it was fucking Steve Dahl, man. He was in a fucking Sergeant's thing, and it was at the
At
middle.
Comiskey, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, my dad was
I don't know
there.
why I keep thinking it's fucking Wrigley.
No.
I've obviously made the mistake multiple times.
No, you're good because I thought it was in Milwaukee, so I was totally off.
Well, yeah, that's.
I don't know
blasphemy.
why I thought that.
Because it's like Midwest City, Milwaukee, Chicago. There's no difference.
Come on. I know that it's not. I
You're
know
like,
that.
meh, Kansas City.
I am familiar.
Indianapolis?
I'm familiar with the Midwest. I've never been to Indiana.
You know what's the funniest part?
Have you
about-
been east of the Mississippi?
Yes, I was just in New York like last 2 weeks.
I mean, without flying over the rest of the country.
Yeah, I have. I've been to Chicago. I really enjoyed Chicago. I've been to Elgin, Illinois.
Yeah.
Really
Oh,
fun.
my
Gambled
aunt
on a riverboat.
Yeah, I was about to say the goddamn riverboat.
Riverboat.
My aunt lives there. Or
Super
lived there.
fun. Really depressing, but the riverboat was pretty fun.
That doesn't move.
Doesn't
No.
move. No, can't move.
Back in the day, it actually used to pull off.
I did it
on
as
rails.
like a
Yeah.
weird. This is a fun story. I did it as like a weird sex thing.
Call it going to the
actually.
boat.
Right?
So I was dating this guy who was like, it was like a BDSM thing, right? And he had a business
old are you?
trip. I'm 25. I was 20.
How old was he?
Well, I was 22, 23 in this story. I think he was like 40.
Okay. All right.
And,
Oh,
One of this.
he claimed to be 40. He was probably 53.
he was
got the
40. No, we
BDSM.
dated for a while.
Okay. All right.
Did you steal his ID to check?
I've seen his ID, yes.
I've never seen any of my partner's IDs.
I've seen like my partner's STD test because I'm responsible.
Well, yeah, STD test, yes. I've never seen their ID.
good.
Well,
I-
they
no
have
Trader
their
Joe's
birthday
for
on
me.
them. And ours have our IDs on them.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Anyways.
I have real whiskey.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. But basically, I was like we had just started like talking, and he's like, "Well, I have to go to Elgin, Illinois for this thing." He's like, "Come with me, and I'm gonna lock you in my hotel room for like a week, and you'll just be my sex slave for like a week. And like, I'm gonna take your phone, I'm gonna take all your clothes, like anything, your ID, everything." So he like would take everything I had with me, so I was just naked in this hotel room for like 4 days. all day. It was fucking awesome.
Hot. No, listen.
Why are you pulling away from the mic after you actually start to say words?
Listen, hold on. You were cool with that, right?
Oh yeah,
She just said she loved it.
Yeah.
Listen to women.
I
We talk about it all the
I
time.
know, I understand. I love women. They're God, they're so they're so smart, really. See, listen, they've already like convinced the world that they don't have to work and fucking whatever. Like they're going, they had it good, real good. You know, they just fucking make sure the kids don't die. Fucking guy goes off and work. Problem is, fucking society was like, nah, we're gonna make both of you work, and it made both happen. This is why you need to go vote for Bernie Sanders. Okay, he's gonna make sure that your husband makes enough money.
Oh Jesus!
That you could be a housewife. You don't have to work anymore. And all you gotta do is make sure the kids don't die. That is not so.
Which would honestly be fine with me. I'm totally on board with that.
Wait, you're on board with having kids?
No, but like I'm on board with being like a hot stepmom and the kids being like 17. So that I don't have to do anything but like drink with them.
Whoa, no. They're
No,
17. That's
that's
not
just
legal.
porn I
Can't
was in.
drink at
Just a
17.
porn.
So don't tell me like, you're like, yeah, then I can drink with them.
No. At 17, you make them make cocktails for you. You don't drink with them.
I'd also probably like to interject here that Bernie's
Are you an
philosophy does
American?
not.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
All
none
Americans-
of this was my childhood. My parents were very down with drinking with us when we were 17.
Yes, so is mine. But
Yeah.
still, that's not normal.
My
Like,
parents were down with drinking with us when I was 11. Like I don't
Well, they're
know.
Canadian. They're kind of European.
Yeah, they're like
yeah,
like the Appalachia
Also,
of
you
Europe.
need a new liver, whatever. Fucking, it's Medicare for all up there. So fucking,
Forget the point
they're
of
like
view.
free livers all day long.
So none of us really know where Bernie Sanders stands on all this.
I would just like to interject as
Bernie has actually told me to stop mentioning him. And fuck you, Bernie. You're going all the way. You've got no choice in the fucking matter.
So this is how it works with Brandon. You tell him not to talk about a subject, and then he talks about it incessantly.
well, I would probably like to say on behalf of everyone else voting for Bernie
Very loudly.
that probably your views on women and the workplace and culture probably doesn't align with his
They
values.
probably don't. And I mean, I do
He
think
doesn't want me a part of it, and that's okay, Bernie. I love you.
I think
I
the
will
bigger
fight for
issue
you
here that
forever.
we should talk about is that it would be nice potentially to be able to have, whether or not the partner is male or female, regardless, it would be nice to be able to have a living on a single income so that
Sure.
we could provide things like childcare.
as long as you're not being a suitcase pimp, because we talked about that earlier in the
Exactly,
show.
exactly. But like when we talk about like a traditional like family unit,
Wait, suitcase pimping isn't traditional? It's pretty traditional in porn.
it's pretty traditional. I've never been. No one's ever even tried. I would love that.
yeah,
that
because
gets me off.
technology is
And no one's ever even tried.
Wait a minute, you never had a dude just try to mooch off you?
Not ever. No.
I got some friends I can introduce you to.
Brandon's gears are working.
Matt yet?
Are you kidding? I work harder than almost anyone else in this room except maybe this fat ass.
Why is it you got to reference me as a fat ass? Jesus.
I guess I'm just hurtful and lashing out. I don't know.
By the way, you were wrong, Bobby. He was referencing me, and that's okay. It's all right. I'm
Oh no, I just
a fat piece of shit.
Brandon,
that nobody loves because I'm so rude and angry.
Brandon,
But
Brandon.
you also don't work as hard as he does.
I
Brandon.
work fucking harder, sweetheart. You don't know how
What?
much hate takes.
Brandon, 100% I work harder than you. That's not even up for debate.
Working hard or hardly
You work-
working,
I
huh?
think you work harder than I do too.
No.
Yeah, this
I
is
work
true.
pretty hard. I think you work harder than me.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I have to take a lot of time off. I'm like a sprinter. Like I'll get a lot done in one and then I need to like lay in bed for like 3 days.
Yeah, I
I
just
mean, if you're taking a whole bunch of loads and dicks, I would want to lay in bed.
Dude,
for sure.
people don't get it, but like it legitimately because you like only work for like a typical work day for me is like 5 hours. And I only have to work if I want to pay all my bills for the month, I have to work 3 days out of the month. That's it. But like
Must be nice.
Yeah,
it's
shit.
okay.
But
Kate,
first of all, I never only work 3 days a month because I like having extra money.
it's okay.
I also just hired an assistant because that's too much work for me. What?
I'm just trying to figure out which.
Take dicks too, or
I'm trying to figure out which friend of mine to introduce you to the suitcase pimp you. I mean,
No, I did though because I only have to work that much. And
right?
so it sounds
We're
really
gonna
great.
get you up to 15 days, and then someone's gonna mooch
That's
off you.
right, Jewel. Do you want to hit it? I quit smoking cigarettes.
Cool story. 22.
I smoked for like 10 years.
I started when I was 11 too, and I'm like 40.
I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 15.
Right on.
And I quit like last year.
Brandon,
Less than 10
microphone. I swear the audience
I
will be
was kicked off this show already.
Do you want to trade places with me? Because I can lean in more. You don't seem to be as good at leaning in. Do you want?
See, Kate's
I'm a woman. I know how to lean in.
Kate's
kind of
much
our whole
better
thing right now with
Yeah, Kate's
feminism.
much better at positioning herself.
He just wants
Oh,
to
you're
yell.
not hearing anything in the head?
No, I couldn't hear anything. I think he doesn't have a wand.
I can hear it. I can hear myself over here. I don't think I've been that bad. I think people can make out.
Yeah, it just sounds off when you're not actually on the mic.
You gotta make them work for it, bro.
No, you got to make me do
'em work.
post-production work, you motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
I
I did not know.
I do sort of feel like having the premise of your podcast being getting people drunk and then being like, I'm so anal about the audio was maybe not the most efficient business plan.
Have you met me? I'm not the most efficient businessman.
No comment.
I mean, there's a reason he's had to re-record multiple people's parts before.
Yeah, because it gives me alcohol.
Hey, I made you steak and eggs last time.
You did with blueberries too, man. Those are the first blueberries I've eaten in a long time. Not gonna lie.
It was actually the
They were
first piece of
they were-
vegetation
they
he's
were
eaten in a long time.
Fuck you. I eat vegetables occasionally. I'm a vegetalist. Okay, like I think that
You're a what?
a vegetalist. I think that vegetables should live. Okay, I think that okay, you're a human, right?
Last I checked.
Okay, you breathe in oxygen, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what plants do? They turn CO2, the bullshit we breathe out, into oxygen. Who's the bigger asshole? I'm eating the cows that are making holes in the ozone layer. Like, I'm putting in work here. And at least when I kill a cow, it's got like hooves and teeth and like muscles to fight me off. Not like baby carrots, not like the vegetarians. The tree huggers, the tree eaters, let's be honest, they rip out baby carrots from the ground, boil them, and eat them whole. And I'm the asshole because I killed something that at least had a defense.
Do you fight a lot of cows?
But I eat them. I eat
Cows
I eat the
docile,
fucking-
man.
Oh, listen, no, have you ever fought a cow before?
Well, to be fair, we do eat steers. We don't eat just like milk.
To be fair, yeah.
To be fair, bestiality
Castrated
is illegal,
steers.
so you are.
Yeah, because
Which are far less aggressive.
Rocky Mountain oysters are rad, though.
They're so good with horseradish.
Right.
Damn. Yeah.
Are we talking
really
about
good.
killing and eating animals?
We're talking about chopping off bulls' balls and eating them.
I
Have you never had Rocky Mountain oysters?
No.
They're
Oh,
fucking
really
delicious.
Good. They're really good.
wait, it's like a bull's balls?
Yeah, they're
it's
deep fried.
Yeah, they're deep
Yeah,
fried.
They're
And you
thinly
dip-
sliced and deep
and you
fried.
dip
They're
it
Yeah,
in
you know what? They're
horseradish,
probably
like,
good. I'm not even gonna fucking talk shit.
I'm just
There's
gonna.
a restaurant in Denver that serves them. You can get a
Buckhorn Exchange.
Buckhorn Exchange. You can get a joint platter of fried
What's it called?
alligator.
Butthorn exchange.
It is the Buckhorn Exchange. It has liquor license number
Number
one
one.
for Colorado.
Yeah,
Which means it can do whatever it wants.
Pretty much.
pretty much. Yeah.
That's all.
They serve wild game, and the Rocky Mountain oysters are fucking rad.
And they have animals on the walls that were killed by Teddy Roosevelt.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty
it's rad.
Yeah, it's
I've
big
definitely taken a date
big
there.
fan of Teddy.
Big
I'm gonna
fan
bum all
Teddy.
of you out that I'm working actively to become a vegetarian.
Get out. The
Yeah.
only people that are allowed to be in my house that are vegetarians are people with breasts.
Yeah. Well.
You know, my favorite thing is when chicks are like, I'm a vegetarian. I'm like, oh, so you spit. And they're like, no. And I'm like, wait, you swallow? And they're like, yeah, of course I swallow. I'm like, so you're not a vegetarian, right? Like,
Do you want to see a really dope picture of me and Teddy Roosevelt?
are
Are you swallowing?
him?
I couldn't help myself on that one.
That's awesome. No. And Teddy's the man. Like, we wouldn't have Yosemite. We wouldn't have the fucking national parks that we do. Like, are you showing that?
To the camera.
I
Brandon's like, oh, I forgot this is being filmed.
I thought, dude, are you
Oh,
kidding me?
hey, the person who has sex on film is aware of her camera angles and paying attention to the cameras. Amazing.
I'm an asshole, everybody. Okay.
This is how every episode with Brandon ends. He's just like apologizing to the audience by the end of it.
Yeah, sorry you keep having me back. Maybe I should.
And you just get
stop.
fucking hammered.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I mean, we're
There's
still going to bars after this.
37 million human beings listening to this right now.
Dick.
Dick. Such a dick. Such a dick. I mean, it's okay. I'm just going to leave him in Westlake somewhere.
Story of my life, dude. It's okay. I'll live.
Maybe.
I'll live. Dude, trust me, lots of people have tried to kill me.
Oh, I'm not going to try to kill you. I'm just going to abandon you. It's worse.
No,
You'll have to live with the fact that knowing I abandoned you.
listen.
Yeah, we'll put him in a blanket, just leave him in front of the fire station. Oh my God, I want to do that to someone like an adult. Just put them in a blanket and leave them in front of a fire station. Like, I don't love him anymore. I just want to see what happens. I just want to see what happens.
I think you actually could get in trouble for that. I think that actually would be like that could be a thing.
Why would I get in trouble?
I think you're not supposed to leave.
No, but see, this is the thing about recording. It's just on a database right now. Okay, it's not like live or anything. Like if something were to happen, this wouldn't happen. Like I would just disappear. And listen, I'd be grateful. Listen, hold on. I have not wanted to be here for a long time. I have made this specifically clear. The only reason I even like Bernie, hold on.
Jesus.
Dude, listen, is because I care about fucking other people than me. I personally can't wait to go to sleep forever. Like, imagine you go to bed one night and you never have to go to work again. Does that sound so fucking bad?
Brandon, we could just get you a tent and make that happen.
Dude, I can just do it myself. Don't challenge me with a good time, but whatever.
Okay.
You could just do porn and then that would happen. You never really have to go to work again. Except for like 3 days a month. And you probably only have to go like 1 day a month.
Did I not shave properly? Do I look like a woman who actually makes money doing pornography? I'm sorry. No,
there are men that have sex on film, Brandon.
Yeah, no, I'm not willing to compromise my body like that. No offense. Sorry.
Well, I think Kate was, trying to make
if my body was a temple like that, I don't think
Kate's got jokes.
Oh, Brandon looks so crushed.
Oh man, that was so good.
Is this still going? Are we still doing this? Can I have this, please? Thank you.
That joke was so good. Inject that shit straight into my veins.
Dude,
Brandon, you may have to butt chug that bottle to get yourself out of misery.
All 37 people are not going to listen anymore after this.
Oh, no.
back to 37.
Don't worry. Kate's on the episode. A lot of people will listen now.
Oh, thanks.
She's infinitely prettier than the three of us put
I
together.
have a lot of Twitter followers. I don't know. They like me.
They do.
See?
I'm not shitting on those people. I'm sorry.
Because they will get militant if you do.
Yeah. I mean,
The porn fans get crazy.
It's weird to control them. I feel like a tiny Daenerys with like a little baby dragon.
Have you told them to go register to vote yet?
Yes, I have, and I'm planning on doing a whole campaign
for Bernie Sanders.
I'm planning on doing a whole campaign.
Is at this point now is just how many times you can slip in a mention?
Brandon just broke. Brandon.
I'm one of the very few adult film people that is really outspoken
for Bernie Sanders. Me too.
No, outspokenly political about anything. Because you really, and I've had people be like, wow, I'm surprised you're doing that. Because a lot of people that do buy porn are Trump supporters. Some of my fans are.
Oh, yeah. Porn is much more prevalent in red states.
Porn is much more prevalent in red states. And they're like
BBC.
Yeah. And I actually had somebody that was like that tweeted back at me and was like, well, I don't I disagree with your politics, but I think you're really pretty and we'll leave it at that. And I quote tweeted him and I was like, people are rationing insulin, so I'm actually not gonna just leave it at that. And that's why I'm voting for Bernie. And like a shit ton more people liked it, which was rad.
Yeah, trust me, you're gonna win in that case because love trumps hate.
Also, Bernie bros watch a lot of porn.
Goddamn right. So
my whole audience right now is just Bernie bros.
Yeah.
You're ever curious if Bernie himself is watching?
I don't think he is. I don't see Bernie as someone that actually I've thought a lot about this.
No, this is
Hold on, Brandon, let her go.
I've thought a lot about this.
Brandon, let her go.
I've thought a lot about exactly what kind of porn each candidate watches. And I can tell you right now.
Okay, we gotta make sure you're on camera for this because this is gonna end up being the clip from the episode.
So I think Bernie watches mostly amateur shit because he likes it to be authentic, right? It's gotta be real. It's gotta be gritty. It's got to be like in your face. Yeah. I think Elizabeth Warren watches femdom shit.
Oh,
Definitely. And Elizabeth Warren, if you watched my Everything But episode, thank you. I'm a huge fan. And I'm very turned on when you get angry. Jesus Christ, that last debate. Holy shit. Holy shit. I think Pete Buttigieg watches like the really slick gay porn, like Falcon Studios shit, like the really like oil. But then he hates him after him. He kind of hates himself a little bit afterwards.
Do you think he watches it with his husband?
I like to think they do. I actually am a big fan of his husband. I like his husband quite a bit. I like their dogs.
Time out. Is he
No, let her go.
Is he a twink? What is he?
That's a good question.
What
Pete,
is Pete Buttigieg?
Pete Buttigieg is an otter.
Okay.
It's like halfway between a twink and a bear. He's aged out of twinkhood quite a bit, but he's not super hairy. He's not a bear.
Well, you think he wears the pants in the family?
No, actually, I don't. I think he's a bottom. I think he's a bottom.
I think so too.
But I think he's a bit of a power bottom. I think he's a power bottom.
Yeah, he's running for
Yeah,
president.
yeah.
Of course, but go on.
I think Tom Steyer watches armpit hair porn. I think he watches porn with girls with armpit hair. I think.
Just got to make sure you're on camera because this is all going to be the clip.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I also think Klobuchar, Amy Klobuchar. Yeah, am I saying that right? I don't know how fuck to pronounce her name. I think she only watches ball busting porn.
Like full on soccer
Just
kicks.
full on, just soccer kicks, like fucking
With the-
right, yeah.
With like the shoes.
Anal fisting, like pegging, yeah.
That hardcore.
Oh yeah,
Tied up. Like,
dude, like angry
what's that
porn.
one where like the castle shows up. And,
Oh man, kink.com. I have 2 hoodies from them.
yeah, that kind of fucking.
I work
It's
for
the
them.
Armory. It's not a
It's the
castle.
Armory. I work for them more than anyone else, like more than for any other company that I work for.
I've never seen you. I'm more of a facial abuse kind of guy. But
I'm
go
not.
on.
I'm actually not allowed to work for them. I'm very sad.
because you're not pretty enough. Go on.
It's actually because I'm too pretty, but thanks, dickhead.
And we all know what's the president watches. Just Stormy.
No.
Hold on, wait.
I've thought about this too, and I think he just watches old episodes of Girls Gone Wild and like snorts amphetamines. Like it's just like taking Sudafed and watching Girls Gone Wild and like jacking that little mushroom cap. Biden's kind of a question mark, but I think Biden watches.
Interracial.
I think
Really? You think Biden watches IR?
He clears the fucking black vote. That's what they keep telling me. So I figure he just jerks off to like fucking like 70s, like Pam Grier, big titty, big ass fucking black ladies. And don't get me wrong. All right. Listen, sometimes that's what the night calls.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that if like Obama had died in office, he would have taken a run at Michelle?
This is so weird.
First off,
Yes, I do.
you're the one comparing Pam Grier to Michelle Obama.
I met Pam Grier.
I've met Michelle Obama, and I'll tell you right now, Pam Grier is a whole nother level of sexy than Michelle Obama ever was, and that's not my fault. That's not Pam Grier's fault. That's not
Have you seen her arms?
Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen Pam Grier's? They're feminine as fuck, and her tits are giant. Like she's so sexy. That's
I think
literally-
it's only lesbians. That
That's
like Michelle
literally my
Obama.
own way. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, and God bless him. You
Well,
know?
and George W. Bush, but
I mean, he's totally
That's
a
her best
lesbian.
friend.
I think Mike Bloomberg is a cuck.
Oh my!
I'm like 99% certain of this.
I bet he's paying to be a cuck.
Are you kidding
No.
me? He literally got
No.
No?
I don't think he is because rich people are really cheap. I don't think he is. I don't think he amassed that kind of money paying for stuff. No, I don't. Like people like Bloomberg never fucking tip.
Oh, so you're saying that's why
have that.
you're saying that's why Trump's a failed rich person because he spends a lot of money.
So real quick,
Nouveau riche, the American bourgeoisie.
yeah, and that is exactly what this is. It's a fucking bourgeois democratic revolution. Like that's what this is. It's literally us being like, listen, you've taken advantage of us for so fucking long. They put us against each other. They've pegged us against each other for so fucking long. Like we're the fucking problem.
Yo, we're the proletariat, not the bourgeoisie.
Matt, I would like to say on my behalf, I'm a political writer and I've said nothing.
I know. I tried to make this not political and it just Kate,
Now it's just getting weirdly Marxist.
The bourgeois.
I mean, Kate's commentary was very important.
Yeah,
Thank you. I thought it was important. I thought it was relevant to the people. This election is the first one my dad gets to vote in because he just became a citizen.
Oh, I thought he just got out of his felony.
No. He just became a citizen for the first because he accidentally threw away his green card because I bought him a new wallet and it was sort of my fault.
You're trying to get your dad deported?
No.
Not cool.
I wasn't. This is actually a very good story, but I wasn't talking to my parents last year at Christmas, like 2018. And so I bought them Christmas gifts, but I just like went to Nordstrom Rack and like I got my dad a wallet, my mom a scarf, whatever. Fucking like very basic. Like, I don't really give a shit about you. We're not talking gifts. And so like apparently he got the wallet, put his license and his credit cards in it and threw away his old wallet and threw away his social security card and his green card. Yeah. So then he had to finally, after like 30 years, apply for citizenship because he threw away his green card. And when he told me this, like 6 months later, when we were talking again, he's like, I was like, so is it kind of my fault? And he's like, yeah, kind of.
No, that's on him.
See, every single person has said that, but I love that my dad blamed me for it.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah. About my upbringing.
Yep, and your relationship with your parents. But on that note, we're actually going to call the last call and actually go to a bar.
Oh, I just poured this drink.
You can definitely still drink your drink.
I'm going to.
But in the meantime, Robert Dean, where can they find you on the interwebs?
On Instagram, literally Robert Dean, and Facebook, because I don't use Twitter anymore and I try to not use social media at all because it's fucking garbage.
And on top of that, and books, any of that stuff you want to
let's see, no books because I just turned in a new draft for my third novel, but I have stuff dropping with, let's see, Consequence of Sound, Mike.com, I think maybe Vice soon. A whole bunch. Just go to social media and you'll see me posting links.
Go to the thing he hates.
Yeah, I'll post it, and then
it's a self-loathing thing.
yeah, it is literally a self-loathing thing. If I didn't have to promote the shit that I make, I would not be on fucking social media because I think it's garbage. But other than that, everything is. Stay tuned for news about Out of Step. Out of Step is the TV show. That's why I'm in Los Angeles, because I have meetings about it.
He's doing a travel show.
He says with such thrill.
He does.
That's how many of us would love to be doing a TV show.
Yeah, no, it's
He's
a whole
pitching
thing.
it. There's a whole different.
I know we didn't talk about it at all, but I mean, we talked about it last time.
More importantly,
We didn't talk about it then either.
Oh,
yeah.
well, one of these times we'll talk about it on the podcast. We'll actually promote what you're here to do.
It's actually, we'll just keep doing it like the when Matt Damon comes on Jimmy Kimmel, we'll just do that about like why I'm actually
All
here.
37 people are so impressed right now. All of them are like, we hung out until the end, guys. Now we know
Brandon
what's
Brocato.
going down.
Tell people where to fucking find you.
Like they fucking care. Fucking figure it out, you queers.
Jesus, I think I've like commented it just Jesus like 6 times.
I mean, that's pretty light for Brandon.
I know. I'm just
Brandon.
Dude, you're the one that was like, he's kind of funny. You were like, he's the funniest guy that's been on the show.
Oh, I know. I stand by it.
No, I am definitely not.
So you can find
anymore.
Brandon at B Money Was Here on Instagram.
Yeah, good luck finding that, you 37 fucking people. You're making me
Every time-
snort into the microphone.
The best part is every time he does the show, he's like, Matt, you're going to get me canceled. Matt, you're going to get me canceled.
You're going to cancel yourself.
Sweet.
Okay.
At least I owned it. Okay, I did it on my own.
This time he owns it. Every other time, he's like, Matt, I can't keep coming on the show. You're going to get me canceled. Because it's my fault.
I say that in secrecy, sober. Okay.
When he's drunk, he's like, nope, doing it to myself.
I actually mean it. I can care less, dude. Fucking, oh no, people don't like me.
My name is Kate Kennedy. I do care that people like me because I'm a little insecure. And you can find me on Twitter at the OG Kennedy or online at semiprocockjockey.com.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's going live this week.
Awesome.
Thanks. I worked really hard on it.
Semi-pro cock jockey.
I know. Can you believe that was available?
That's amazing. That is goddamn amazing.
Kudos. That's
Thank you.
incredible.
That
Thank
is
you.
fucking incredible. Well, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook. Nothing quite as cool as Kate's fucking URL. You can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers. The next one's probably not going to be nearly this chaotic.
If I had one last word of wisdom, listen to Black fucking Sabbath, kids.
Goddamn right.
Woo!